We should be live, coming at you straight from the best place on earth. You've got it, the middle of nowhere in the south, the DreamsCast stream number 2, where we're going to be talking about all the latest Dreams news coming at you. We have tons of news to talk about today, and I'm just kidding. There's literally next to zero Dreams news. Once again, it's only been 4 days since our last stream. Nothing new yet, but as we sit here and welcome in new people, new viewers, watchers over on Twitch or on YouTube, we'll see how all this goes. Now, this stream will either be like an hour or an hour and a half long, or will end up being like 10 minutes long because it is storming like crazy at my house, and I'm not sure if my internet will be able to keep up with streaming, let alone also being in a Discord call. So we're going to really see how this goes. It might just be me interacting with YouTube chat about Dreams for an hour, because I might not be able to do both at one time. Already I see my stream health is in the yellow and not in the green, which is not good. We want the green for sure. We need the green. The green needs to be hadsed for this stream. Now I'm trying to run also some music in the background, so let me know if that's too loud or too soft, and I will adjust it accordingly. But everything should be working. I'm going to be typing a bit, so give me a second. Don't mind the keyboard. Somebody's asking me a question. Every Saturday and Wednesday. Mr. Squid 2, welcome to the stream. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if the music is too loud. Whatever it may be. Stream health is in the green now. That's always good. Let me make sure people over here know that I'm live. How are you doing, Mr. Squid 2? And let me know if the music is music to stop. What do you mean, music to stop? Is it too loud? That's what I'm trying to figure out. It's playing because I need to know if it's super loud or not loud. But that's why it's playing. Because I could turn it heavily down, but can you guys still hear it? Because it's pretty far down. Oh, it's soft? Okay, that's good. Alright, I'll just turn it off. How about that? I'll listen to it myself. How about that? Because I like it. I do enjoy it. But I don't want to also have to go through watching my own stream over and that being like super loud. Or adjusting it all the time, so there's that, I guess. There has been no Dreams news over the course of the last couple days, fortunately, but going through real quick, checking out Twitter, making sure. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oh, I will respond to that in a second. Dogs are barking. Awesome. Be 1 second here. Hey, Flying, what's up? What do you mean, sad face? Because there's no news? Flying, you better be ready for later, man. Are you going to be online for Rocket League or what? That's the question. Okay, there we go. What the heck, Twitter? I have to retweet this and put the hashtag DreamsPS4, because apparently that's a good thing to do, and people sometimes see that, which I'm down for. So, booyah. And then I'm going to @ Media Molecule, because you never know, you know. You never know. Oh, you're working. Oh, lame. Okay, well. Yeah, I've seen the Subnautica thing coming to PS4 in December 5th or something like that. I did see that. I will not have the money for it, or I probably wouldn't get it because Smash is coming out on December 7th. I'm only going to be playing Smash Bros. Unless Dreams is out. At least the beta. Alright, this music has to stop because I am distracted. Alright, there we go. So, here's the thing. We might, right? I might. Oh, well, Nazarus is in the general chat right now. So, maybe me and Nazarus can have a chat. But, right now, I'm not 100% sure if it'll be better to stream now or to do this like tomorrow in the middle of the day when people are actually around, right? More so, and awake, because I also just got off work, because I did want to set a schedule. Yeah, maybe I'll jump in and talk to Nazarus, and we'll see maybe he has an opinion. Because I did want to set a schedule where it'd be every Saturday and every Wednesday. But maybe, I don't know. I wish I had a 1 day off that I knew like every week. Hey, the robot. Because I'm not sure, like a podcast this late, like not a lot of people are around. So, I don't know. I mean, it does say 12 people are watching right now, so maybe we'll just continue it. You know? Maybe we'll just continue it. I mean, I see Nazarus over there in the general voice channel. I don't know. Flying, you on break at work right now, or what? You just happened to catch this perfectly? Now, the plan was to have like a list of things to talk about. So when this, time came, we wouldn't be lost as far as talking about dreams. And I sat down and thought about things to talk about for about 30 minutes because that's all I had for my break at lunch or at work. And I couldn't think of one specific thing because I don't know. I want to know what everybody else wants to talk about, not what I want to talk about, right? When it comes to dreams. It's probably best since I do the podcast, I guess, that I come up with things to talk about. But the podcast is essentially about bringing other people together to talk about it. Not me coming up with topics for everybody else to talk about, right? So, anyway, we'll see. Hey, Iota's in the YouTube chat. Hello. And so is Nas. Hello. Welcome. So I'm going to jump in the general chat because it seems like people are now starting to filter in. We're going to talk about dreams. Hopefully my internet stays connected during the storm. If the storm screws everything up, then we'll decide what happens. But it has been storming almost for 3 days straight. So internet has been terrible every day, almost. So yeah, I'm going to jump in this general chat and mess around with my audio settings really quick to make sure that it's not going to screw up everything. I think desktop audio's got to be on. And we should be good to go. Let me jump into this. Possibly. Anybody there? Oh, wait.
Here.
Oh, hello. Hi. Sorry, my headset volume was down. What's up, Nazarus?
The podcast is what's up. I'm waiting all day for this.
Waiting all day?
All day. Done nothing all day, just waiting for this.
Oh, crap. Wow.
Hello.
Let's hope my internet stays afloat, then. It doesn't die during the storm. So, remember when I was like, I'm going to make a list, and we're going to talk about the stuff on that list?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, no, I don't have a list. So, here we go. No, oh, hold on. What? Can we talk about, Mr. Goobermania, didn't you say you wanted to, weren't you in the Discord earlier, said you wanted to get on you said you hope to join today? If you want to join, you can join. We've got Iota, once again, Nazarus, once again, awesome. By the way, for you guys, this will probably be shorter of a stream. much shorter because I am very tired off of work. So, and I've got to get up early tomorrow. So, but that's all I'm saying. The Geeky Pikachu, your favorite Pikachu is here. Hello, Pikachu. I hear you're getting a movie, and I think it looks amazing. Besides the point. All right, so, Mr. Goobermania, how much info do we know about how much VR is going to work in Dreams? What do you mean by how much? I mean, we've got quite a bit of info on VR. We know VR is going to be at launch, but not in the beta, apparently. And we know you can create in VR, and you can also create VR games. And if you want to publish a VR game, you have to first play your own VR game or beat your own VR level before you can publish it, much like Super Mario Maker. If you're familiar with Super Mario Maker, you can only publish a level after you finish it, which I guess is mainly for, like, I don't know, like trolls, like making like a, you know, I don't know, like a game that's just gonna make you vomit if you're playing in VR. I don't know. But
it's a great idea having you finish your level, except the Konami code is still a thing. Just make a start level, put in code for because you're the developer of the game,
right?
Transports you to the end. You're done.
Yeah. Good point. Who knows?
So
people are gonna find workarounds.
Speaking of Konami, actually, I have a talking point that I could pose.
Sweet, let's do it.
Gosh darn it, I forgot his name. Metal Gear Solid director guy. His new
yeah.
Where's the link?
Funding
link.
Names aren't my thing until I hear them.
Kojima. There it is,
yeah.
Kojima.
Hideo Kojima.
He did a story where he's actually modeling his new studio after Media Molecules.
Yeah. Because I think I've heard a story where they had said he'd stopped by and said that he loved their studio. Which, I mean, I haven't been to their studio, but I hear that their studio is very bright and they always have a lot of cake and their kitchen is amazing. That's what I hear.
Yeah, one of the things he said was one of the weird things that the studio did was the kitchen was probably the most important part of the studio.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would have to agree with any studio. A kitchen, you can't go wrong with a kitchen. Every time, like almost every week, they're tweeting, Media Monkey is tweeting that somebody's birthday, and they always have cake. I mean,
hi, we're eating today.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah, exactly. That's almost all the time. Cake in the office. Just cool.
And that weird gif about the weird cutting cake thing. That's that wiggly cake.
Yeah. Mr. Squid. Okay, hold on. You wanted to join, but you're not home to join, unfortunately. Well, darn it. Well, we're gonna miss you, Mr. Goobermania. Maybe next time is Saturday. There'll be another stream. And then also, so when it comes to Saturday, it'll be the same time, which is around this time, because I have to work on Saturday, unfortunately.
Sad face.
Yeah. So, but the next two Wednesdays streams will be at a different time. So in the morning or the afternoon, whenever is most wanted, I guess, because the next two Wednesdays I don't work, which is good. And if you hear laughing in the background, it's because I told my people who are next to me that I was going to be doing a podcast, but they don't care, apparently. Christ. Also, my mic is super good, so it'll pick up that distance. Is there any limit to VR first person or third person?
No.
No, I don't think there's... When it comes to limit and dreams, those two words, they're not really like... They don't bond well. I haven't heard of a limit. I mean, the only limit that you have to worry about really is a thermometer. You know, limiting you.
The limit of the mind.
What? Yeah, the limit of the mind. Sure. Sure. What time is it over there for you, Iota? It's still early, right?
Actually, really early. Like usually, if I was going to like public school or something, it'd be like 3 hours later. We'll just start to wake up, and that'd be like early. So.
Got it. Well. Anyway, yeah. So Nazareth, didn't you say touch on what videos they put out since the last cast? Right, that was your idea.
Well, we've put out all three of us.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
Because they haven't said anything
No,
since.
I just no. There's been no news from anybody. I mean, I wonder if they're gonna do like a Thanksgiving stream. I know they did the Halloween one. I don't really know if they do a Thanksgiving one. Is Thanksgiving nationally celebrated, like ever celebrated around the world? I don't.
mean internationally? No, no. It's,
Yeah, no, it's not. Right. I didn't think so.
I know Canada and the U.S. have different days and different
Yeah.
reasons for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. I don't know of any other countries.
Yeah. Because I had seen somebody talking about maybe them doing a Thanksgiving stream, and I'm like, I don't know if they celebrate that. Man, it's such an easy question. Like, if I was in high school and somebody were asked me that, I'd have been like, duh. But since it's been so long, I'm like, I don't even know. I had to ask my boss today if we had Thanksgiving off. She was like, yeah, why wouldn't we? I was like, I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, so we've had no news. Give me 1 second. You guys talk amongst yourself for a second. I gotta go next because I can hear them talking over me. Just awkwardly chat amongst yourselves. Not awkwardly. Don't. There's no such thing as awkward. But give me 1 second.
Oh wait.
So you put out a couple of videos, Yoda, right?
Yeah. I haven't been trying to do them daily, but it just happened naturally. But I'm not planning on a full schedule or anything like videos come out here and over there. But I just put videos on where I think about in terms of dreams, like content, anything that comes to mind. I just want to say publicly, like how to explain what dreams is. It's always something like, I wish you could just say it like this, and just gave my ideas on it. Which was the latest video I had. I also found this app that like has like a thumbnail maker thing, which I've been using lately. I really like it. But yeah, I'm just still on the grind, trying to find my place in the dreams community, of course.
Yeah, I've seen at least one of them, so keep it up.
Thanks. Yeah, I've got like 30 views on almost every single one now, like except for the newest one I've had. It's been a real boost for me as a confident.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was really. It's really fun to make videos actually because
I'm back. Sorry.
People actually enjoy them. It really makes you feel good,
Sorry. What's happening? Sorry.
Talk about the videos that Iota was making.
Yeah, they've been good. You put out 2, right? 2 or 3? 2?
One. It's about 4 now videos.
Oh, well, I might have missed some.
Right now.
I might have missed some. Yeah, definitely good. It's definitely. I'm glad that you actually did make some videos because you had been talking about doing it. A lot of people talk about it but don't do it. Because they either get nervous or they don't think their stuff is good enough or whatever. They don't like take a chance or whatever. So I'm glad that you did. If you want to talk about videos I uploaded none.
Same. I was supposed to get one out Monday, not of dreams, but a video. I failed, and then a day later, I finally finished what I was trying to get done for the video, and it was just aggravating.
Yeah.
I think it's the fact that the streams, just the streams and dreams itself. It's just the way my mind works. It would always embolden me to look for a game like Dreams, and I thought I was the only one who won a game like this until Media Molecule came up, of course. I'm just really glad that this is like it's not just my imagination. It's not a dream. It's really here. I feel like if I didn't join the first podcast, that I probably wouldn't even get anywhere with my channel or just what I want to do in Dreams. So I'm glad I took the step because now I'm making videos and people are actually watching them and telling them how good they are. And I'm still experimenting, of course. Like almost every video has this. Oh, wait. How? I just cut off a bit. Did I?
Yeah.
Did I miss anything?
No. I lost everybody for a second there. You can keep going.
Okay. Oh no. I was just saying that I didn't take the step of joining the podcast, and I don't think I would have got anywhere in Dreams. But I'm glad I started doing these videos and everything because they've really been going well. So I'm glad.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of, at least it seems like editing wise, at least like the little edits you have are definitely better than freaking things I would have done when I started. I mean, well, that exactly it. When I started making videos, I didn't edit at all. I just talked and put gameplay in the background and uploaded it like that. But it was a different channel back then. But still, it's cool to see, people actually doing that. A lot of people aren't making Dreams content. So, I mean, as far as I know, I mean, not like other games. Just the same with No Man's Sky. When No Man's Sky launched, like, nobody was making content. Once it started getting, like, big, people started coming out of nowhere. And then once it, like, hit AAA numbers earlier this year, more people came out of nowhere. But right now, Dreams is still relatively under the radar in terms of, I think, people are excited, but I don't think they 100% understand what they're excited about. Like, a lot of people are kind of like, it's just like that. It's a hard game to explain to people. It's a hard thing to explain.
It's this weird type of thing because it's a game with a game engine, marketed as a game, as strong as, I'd go as far as to say as strong as any game engine, but in different ways than you'd think Unity or Unreal would be strong, because it has all the audio and stuff with it.
Yeah.
So it's this hard kind of teaching the audience thing, because somewhere in the PR department, somebody didn't know how to market this to be a PlayStation title, because it has to be a PlayStation title.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
We can.
Oh, cool.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello?
Uh-oh. I'm losing voice connection. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
This internet is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a roller coaster ride.
Yay.
This 200 megabyte download speed just can't handle this simple task of a Discord call, apparently. Mr. Squid 2 asks, what is Dreams all about? Man.
Depends on what you want it to be about. It's
a long story.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Give it your shot, Nazareth. Give it a shot in explaining.
So if you want it to be the best place to find new games from people who just find it fun making games, you can totally sit back and wait for games to come out. If you want to be one that makes music, you can go there and make music. If you want to take people's music and put a music video to them, you can do that. If you want to do entire video games, you can do that. If you want to do movies, you can do that. So you can sit there and take in content, or you can take a small section and make content, or you can just dabble in all kinds of content.
You could think about it like sort of like Minecraft, but like at the next level.
Minecraft, Little Planet.
Should I take a shot explaining?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's gonna be very similar to my latest video, but like I like to say, it's pretty much like a sketchbook of any ideas that you have in your head, and usually your mum or someone like tell you to put on paper, but Dreams is that place to put anything that comes to your mind, anything that you wish could just be in a game, just something you can actually interact with, because games is all about interaction. If you can make something that comes to your mind straight onto a platform, like Dreams is very simple in terms of its design, which is what I really like about it, because if it's easy to put what comes to your mind on to an actual thing where you can actually interact with it, it's definitely good to boost your creativity. So, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm distracted by chat in here. The robot's like, Dreams is an all-in-one creation tool, and then Flying comes in with like, it's like giving birth, and I'm like,
okay.
But yeah, that was a good explanation. I mean, Mr. Squid, it's essentially what you want it to be. The sketchbook idea is definitely a good, or the description is a good description. Mr. Goobermania, you can join in a few minutes. It is all right. Oh, you are here.
Yep, just joined. How's everybody doing?
What a coincidence! I just glanced over and you were there. I'm doing pretty well. I'm a little tired. That's about it.
Yeah. What time is it over there for you guys?
For me, it's 11 p.m.
Same.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's 9 o'clock for me.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Like 4 a.m.
Yes.
for me.
4 a.m.
Oh man.
Nice. That's great. Yeah. So yeah. What do you want to talk about there, Mr. Gooberman? Yeah. The floor is yours because I was supposed to make a list for this podcast and I didn't do it. I failed to.
Oh, no problem. No, thanks. No, just kind of going off of what Yoda was saying about it being like a sketchbook. I kind of have a feeling that a lot of people are going to be using Dreams for different things. What they kind of show on the live streams are kind of game scenarios. Like they create a level, kind of like a little character that you can play as. And as cool as that looks and as fun as that seems to be, I almost don't see myself doing that as much. I kind of what I hope to do with is do a lot of kind of like short films almost. So like short stories, or I know that's something we can do, right? I mean,
That sounds amazing.
yeah, like I want to, like I have all these little short stories, and whether they're like little fictional stories or even stories that I know from like family members that have told me like experiences that they've gone through. I kind of want to put them into like a short little film using Dreams. Stylize it in a way where it's almost animated. Not necessarily like lifelike real animation. I'm sure maybe over time I'll get better at it, but that's kind of my goal, and that's kind of what I hope to do. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about if you guys have ever thought about doing something like that before.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people, I think when you talk about Dreams, a lot of people jump to like game creation. That's definitely like, I guess that's a thing that they ship with, like, that's what they talk about a lot, is making games, showing off the games and the things you can make game wise. I think to be 100% honest, I have, my, if you want to call them game ideas or whatever they may be, but I don't 100% care as much about the fact that, you can make games. I just want to make like just places, like just environments,
environments.
And the whole like kind of like small or like short films or things like that really interest me because I went to college for film back when I was in college. So that whole side is really cool. I think I hope a lot of people will kind of go to that because I know you can make like cutscenes for games and stuff like that. And I'm sure that people who want to make games just generally, and let's say they need a cutscene, could send their assets to someone who makes cutscenes, because they like that. Because that is kind of like somewhat of like a really like a small part of a film, essentially. Just like a small tidbit, and maybe that's something they like to do, and they don't like necessarily making games, but they like that kind of like animation and all that, and then they can make just cutscenes, because you can send over like share assets or whatever it may be that you're using. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm just thinking of it now, just like sitting back, relaxing, and just have some popcorn and just watching a short film maybe made in Dreams, just like a collection of them or something like that. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. And like
that's something really...
Go ahead, Yoda. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks. That's what about most actually is when you say like community for like I don't know something like Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet, you can't really just build assets and just give it to other people the way that you probably will be able to in Dreams, like what just Jai was talking about. I just find it so amazing. It's pretty much like unintentional teamwork, just being able to build an environment. Someone makes the music, and then someone makes like an animation, and then puts it all together, and you get something in Dreams. It's the community. Like it's more than just like how many people play the game and how many people make stuff in the game. It's really how it's almost like a family at this point in what you can do. It's really mind blowing, actually. Like I sometimes stumble on my words because it's like beyond what I'm just thinking right now. It's crazy.
Like I was thinking just now about the Halloween live stream that they did. Some of the stuff that they showed, just thinking of somebody like my idea, like just thinking now about having someone make a level or a landscape where it's kind of like spooky and haunted, or creating that whole atmosphere, and then that person willing to share with me like that whole level, and then I make like a short little like a movie, a small little movie, just kind of in that environment. Like you were saying, like I don't know any other platform where you can share it that easily, that's something I'm excited to do.
And that actually just gave me like a really cool like idea, or just like a thought, is like if you just imagine like somebody creating, or if you creating an environment like this pretty large environment, and I was picturing like a spooky environment just because you said it, and then imagining like you create this environment and somebody like then takes it and messes with it and makes like a racing game where that environment is like one of the tracks, and then somebody else takes that environment and it's a story driven game and is using that environment, and somebody else takes that environment and it's in the background of a music video or something like that, and all of that just that's so cool. Like your creation or your like place that you made, just a simple spooky background that might have like just these things that people are looking for. It could be a part of all these different crazy different genres of things.
Yeah,
I think
it might just be one of those things we need to break the problem we have that both industries have with the conversion between a game and a movie. So if it's all like this team's making a game, and then later down the line we say a lot of people like that game, maybe we should give it to another team that's really good at making movies, see how they can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we could finally, because it's such an iterative process, and I keep saying how easy and forgiving the system is to just throw away ideas, maybe it will actually come about where we get this better environment to make good movies from the video game concept.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think. That is like a common thing, is like any video game that's made into a movie is always not good. Yeah, I have high hopes for Pikachu, Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I hope so too.
I always tell people, and it's almost the same way the other way around. Movies made into games don't really ever go well either. I mean, that's actually back when I was in high school. I guess it still kind of pertains to now. I always had 3 rules when it came to buying games, and that was one of them: is don't ever buy a game based off a movie, because they're never good. And then I remember my friend, who's actually in the room next to me, had bought like a game based on I can't remember. There was a nautical movie. I can't remember what it was, but they were in like huge. It might have been Battleship. It might have been a movie called Battleship, and he bought a game based off that movie. And I told him, I was like, dude, don't do it. Don't do it. And he hated it, and I was like, you should listen to me, man. They're never good. And yeah, I think that would definitely be cool. I mean, if people like a game that much, that was made in Dreams, to have like that much I guess interest in like the characters, or the places, to have that then transformed into a short film or a movie or whatever via Dreams, that'd be freaking awesome. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I would be. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I think I'm not 100% sure going like right now what I'm going to be like most interested in Dreams, because I just want to kind of try everything.
Everything, yeah. Like how much time I'm going to be, just binge watching people's little cutscenes, or how much time I'm going to be sitting playing someone's, different people's games. One thing that I'm a little curious about too is you guys kind of answered some of my questions about the VR. Like if I were to make a little short film, or if anyone were to make a short film, I'm assuming there would also be a way to maybe see it in VR.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
thing there is you have to make the camera rig to go in the environment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, and see, I guess maybe I just haven't done enough research in it. But I haven't seen any like live streams or videos of them working in VR.
No. I don't think there's been any.
I think it's gonna be one of those either day one patch or month one patches. I don't think it's a complete nailed down thing yet.
Oh, okay. That's just something they're working on, though. Is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Something they have definitely confirmed will exist.
Yeah, I remember hearing. I can't remember who was talking about it. It might have been Mark Healy talking about another employee. He was saying they had went home and they had got the VR, to work.
Oh yeah.
And he said it was a mind-blowing experience to be able to stand in a world that you are creating.
That's
and
cool.
every time I talk about that, I get chills because that's just such an epic thing. I was trying to explain it to a friend of mine I think it was like yesterday actually, and I was like, I was telling them I'm saving up for the VR, and the only reason I am is because of Dreams, and I was trying to picture it. I was like, if you want to paint, because you could 3D paint. If you want to paint fire, right, and you can paint it with any stroke, all these different strokes, and it'll animate it as soon as you're painting it. And just imagine you standing in that fire as you're doing that. It's like, and it just looks like that. Like another example was like if you want to make yourself a garden, you can literally make a garden while you're there.
Yep.
That's just unbelievable.
Who here knows Minecraft?
I do.
The question I have to ask.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Does it know Minecraft?
Okay. There are some people who don't, okay? So Minecraft is a very large sandbox building game. Go look it up. Go play test it. Just go do stuff. Anyway, there's a VR mod. I think the only one's a mod. Yeah, I think it's a mod called Vivecraft because I have the HTC Vive.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at you.
And playing in that brings it's like existing in the world. It's a bit janky because jumping over blocks and such, but there are ways around that. Like if you play stairs a lot, you get to tame the terrain a lot more because using stairs actually helps you traverse the terrain. But it's got 3D sounds, so any sounds you hear is nice in 3D. Yep. It's just this amazing, like, weird thing. Like, I'm now in my Minecraft house, and I assume it's gonna be the same thing. That I just put together this little graphic plane, so I'm just gonna see what it looks like in VR.
That's cool. That's
remember
super cool.
Remember what you said about like what was point most excited for Dreams? What I'm probably excited for mostly, which is probably just outside of Dreams in general, but I think it's the evolution of Dreams itself, and like the community and getting better at using the tools that you have, because like throughout like the years of playing Dreams, like people will find more better ways to make games or animations or any kind of music, and I think going through the years, if it just gets better and better, it's like, wow, we really came a long way. I think it'd be really cool to see that. It almost like video games original evolutions from pixel art to like high pixel graphics, something like Uncharted 4. So I'm really excited for that, to see how it grows.
Also on that, so how long has Dreams been in development?
4 years.
4 years now. So they kind of started around when the PlayStation 4 started.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I mean, I don't know if you guys know. I've heard about the talks of the PlayStation 5 coming.
Yeah, it's been around.
So I don't know if it's like I don't even remember where I read it, that someone said that they're working on PlayStation 5 already. I would imagine that how Yoda was saying about over time how people will get better working in Dreams. The developers, I feel like they've been working on it. If they have been working on it for about 4 years, they're reaching like a limit of how much they can do on the PlayStation 4. I feel like the moment they're able to, if this jumps over to PlayStation 5, I feel like they would have more hardware capability to make it better, I would think. But I mean, I don't know. Then again, it just depends on when the PlayStation 5 releases and when Dreams comes out, I guess.
Yeah. The only thing Sony's actually confirmed is there will be a PS5, not name confirmed, but they said there will be a next console in the line. And if, I believe it was Mark that said that if you have a PlayStation Pro, you will have better, it will function better on stuff that functions in the PS4. So you are going to have the hardware pluses that the PS4 Plus gives you. So using that philosophy, it would make sense that it would just give you more hardware to work with. Yeah. And I forget, I think it was Alex Evans that said, now we get to feel the pain of console developers building to the hardware.
Yeah.
So
run it 60 or bust, I think is what
that
one. Yeah. Run it 60 or bust. That's hilarious. Yeah.
I'm gonna make a game that is based on 1 frame a second.
Yeah, nice. They did kind of talk about, well, they didn't talk about it because nobody, like, anytime you hear like PlayStation 5 people talking about it who's like in the business or in the industry, they always like, they're like, what's that? What's a PlayStation 5? You know? They had said in the most recent, or the last interview with Game Informer, that essentially, I mean, they beat around the bush pretty, almost the entire sentence, but if there happens to be another PlayStation and it's called maybe the PlayStation 5, then they'll probably just like put Dreams on the PlayStation 5. So we wouldn't have to worry about it. But they did dodge, like they went way around the question to make sure they didn't like say, anything crazy. And also, by the way, not to like correct anybody, but Dreams was started 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
Yeah, in 2013, there was a PlayStation meeting that they had teased Dreams, but it's been remade 2 times since then. So maybe 4 years was like just when they started, like they finally like had what Dreams was and continued on from there. Somebody in the chat was telling me it's 6 years, and then I remember I looked it up just to check because I was kind of curious because I couldn't remember.
I actually remember reading about Dreams in like a Game Informer years back, and I'm like, oh, it's by Media Molecule. They made a Little Big Planet. It's gonna be so cool. And then I forgot about it until recently.
Yep, exactly.
Thank you, chat.
Yep, there we go. Flying, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping in. Every time we have one of these streams, you get new ideas and have a new way of looking at this game. Yeah, I mean, that's...
Write them down.
Yeah, there you go. Write them down. Wap cool. Can you read text? Was that for me or for the game? I can, yes, read text, but I'd rather not interrupt people to read text. You know what I'm saying? But if you're talking about in Dreams, yeah.
Yes, there's a tool for that.
You can read text, make text, read and overlap. You could probably...
That needs to be a meme. We need to get a meme with that. There's a button for that.
Yeah, exactly. There's a button for that. Yeah, Flying says he writes it all down, so there you go. I mean, I haven't wrote it down. And to be quite honest, even just starting this podcast, which has only been going for not that long, this actually kind of goes back to the topic of what the videos that we've all been working on. I'm working on a video. It's weird, and it's something that won't go on my actual channel that I have. If I were to ever make it like a thing, it would go on a separate, completely different channel that's not related at all. But I was thinking, this video has something to do with music, and I was thinking when I was editing some parts of the audio yesterday, I was like, what would I ever put in the background for like a video, And I had no idea. I was like, I don't know what would go. And then as we were talking, I'm like, it would be perfect. I could make like a music video or just like some cool designs that like jump to the beat in Dreams and then use that. I wasn't even thinking about it. Yeah. This whole day I was just had a blank. Like I have no idea how I would ever upload this to YouTube without no vision. I wouldn't upload just like an audio. I don't like. I needed a visual. I just didn't know what. And I was like, oh, I just wait for Dreams, and there we go. I could just record the audio for a bunch of videos, and then once Dreams comes out, just make the video portion.
I will try to do.
Yep.
When Dreams comes out, hopefully I'll find the way that I can like make some music, which is some tunes in the game, right? And then I could probably use that for like just background music on my own channel. You know what I mean? Like just instead of trying to find things from other sources, but I can actually make my own.
Yeah.
And like that could be really cool. It'll definitely be more personal when making videos.
Yeah. If you are ever looking for music for videos, I don't know what kind of music you like in like video wise or would like. A lot of the music I use is like a upbeat, like positive kind of like electronic music or whatever. But either way, if you there's a YouTube channel, I can link it to you later. It's just No Copyright Sounds. It's NCS, and they have fantastic music. I started listening to them solely because I needed music for YouTube, 3 years ago, and now I just listen to them because I love the music. I felt that kind of NCS kind of introduced me to that genre of music, electronic and all that. And that's, if I were to make music in Dreams, it would be that kind of music, because I love that music, and I love Is
that a website?
It's a YouTube channel. Just if you're in YouTube, just search NCS, and it should be the first thing that shows up on the channel.
Oh, okay.
It's called No Copyright Sounds.
Oh, I was about to say that. Was it? I was like, what was NCS? Oh wait.
Yeah, and just search on Google, just royalty-free music. There's a bunch of different sites for it.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Good stuff. But yeah, if I were to ever, music creation is something. I'm not like, I've never been musically talented. I've never like had the chance to learn about music or anything like that. I wasn't interested in it as a kid either, or at least in high school or anything like that. But now more than ever, I love music so much. I listen to all kinds of music, and that I definitely think I would love to make game music, like in Dreams, just make music for other people's games. That would be awesome. That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool.
My favorite things about games, like just playing games now, I love the audio and music, and I love like lighting effects and things like that. Those are my favorite two like aspects of games: lighting effects and the audio. I think it'd be really cool making like your own audio for like your games that you make in Dreams. That'd be super cool. Like, do you think just recording because you can import your own sounds, right? But have they explained how? Because I know you can use your camera to do that, or a microphone. Is there any like second? They talked about a second screen thing, I remember, but I don't remember exactly what that is.
I thought it was through like a website.
I forgot the website.
Yeah,
there's a website that is second screen.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember something about that too, on how to like basically import your own content, whether it's audio or some sort of like image or something, that you would do it through a website.
Yeah.
But they haven't. I don't know if they've talked about exactly what that website is yet. I don't even think
there is the site. I remember. I think last time we had the podcast, Project Genesis said the site name, but you just can't. You can go to the site. You just can't do anything there.
Right, because the servers aren't there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
But I was just thinking about like recording like a thunderstorm outside my house, and then just kind of like putting that into.
Ooh, like a real.
Yeah, like
a thunderstorm.
That's cool. Oh, it's indreams.me. There you go.
Okay.
In Dreams. I'm gonna go there right now. Thank you.
Yeah.
iRobot. Jeez, the Robot 13.
Hi.
Oh my gosh.
There's someone mentioned that like last podcast, but like someone said it didn't work. Like it doesn't actually work yet.
There's like a sign in button.
You get the button. There's nothing there. It's a really nice sign in button.
Yeah, I'm there now. That's kind of crazy.
Yep. Sign in. It lets me sign in, and then it signs me out.
So I guess there's something I just thought of we could talk about. Somebody mentioned something in the Dreams Discord earlier today, and that they said that Sony was holding the beta back. And I'd like to clear up something really clearly.
Sure.
Sony has been one of the most accepting publishers I've ever seen with Dreams. Nowhere else have I seen somebody say, I'm going to make this creative game, and I'm going to spend 7 years developing it.
Yep.
And the publisher's like, yeah, it's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah. That is something that has crossed my mind.
I've ever seen do that.
I actually think what's been taking it so long was, if you'll look on some of the streams, you'll see glitches. Like when Kareem was making a werewolf, like there was a stream where he made a werewolf. Like when he was moving the leg, I saw it like move really fast.
Yeah, I saw that. I remember that.
It's out. And I've also heard I forgot one of the head developers at Dream, Alex, Molecule, Alex. I forget the last name.
Evans.
But they were still working on the campaign. That's what he said in a Game Informer interview.
Yeah. I'm losing audio. Hold on, give me a second. There we go. Yeah, because they've talked about they've remade the campaign. They've they scrapped it and remade it again. Kept getting rid of it and doing it again. I'm sure that they're going through like that constant, either improving it or whatever it may be. So I wouldn't doubt that they're still tuning it, things like that. I just reading your post in here where it reads, as far as you know, America and Canada celebrate Thanksgiving. I didn't even see that till just now. It didn't update. Yeah. It didn't update for me till just now. Wow, what about 40 minutes late? Cool. Robotic Pancakes. Hey, what's up? Robotic Pancakes. I know you from somewhere. I see you over there on Twitch, but I'm not sure from where. Your name sounds familiar. And you say "Hey Throne," which means you know me as my PlayStation name, not my YouTube name, which is interesting. But hello. And wait, Pixels. Did they ever say release date for Dreams? Plan on buying a PSVR next week. Don't know if you should wait on this game. All we know is release date wise. Is it early 2019 or just 2019?
2019. That's it.
Yeah. All we know is 2019. But we
hopefully
do know,
they haven't nailed that one yet.
Yeah.
The only date we know is beta this year.
Beta this year.
I imagine that since the beta's this year, like generally games follow pretty quickly after betas, so it'll likely be early 2019. Yeah. But yeah.
I mean, look at Fallout 76. They just had a beta. That game is bugged like crazy, and it's out already.
Yeah. Wow.
Don't
give them
don't compare
credit.
that.
It is the first time they're trying this kind of thing.
Yeah, I just think the Fallout 76, just the things I've been seeing have been hilarious. It's good.
Now that we're talking about the beta, I had a question on that. Is it the type of beta? Is it going to be like a closed beta or an open beta, like where anyone can get it, or
undisclosed?
Yeah.
Probably disclosed.
There's been talk of sign-ups, or like they say you have to sign up, but like everything they've been saying so far has been it's going to be for everybody, or at least a lot of people.
Yeah,
right.
See, that's where I'm confused about. Like some of the things I've read make it seem like it's going to be for everyone, like available, but at other times it's like it seems like it's close. I've never gotten like a confirmation on what it's going to be.
That's because we all assumed it was. They always said the beta. They never said the closed beta. We kind of assumed it'd be an open beta, and then the recent Game Informer, when they were covering Dreams, there was an interview where it was brought up, and they seemed unsure that it hasn't been decided yet as far as if there's going to be signups, if there's going to be a limit. So I think that's where the whole rumor, or where we started hearing like, oh, it might be closed. So the early beta news, or relatively before like last month, we all assumed it would be an open beta because we were never told otherwise. And then comes this last interview, they're like, we don't really have the details on that yet.
Yeah.
So
Bet you they're still probably figuring that out.
I think it was the Halloween stream. They said like, they were mentioning how they've given like the alpha out to a couple people, and then they said like with the beta, they're gonna want to get everyone involved.
yeah, exactly.
Or something.
Yeah.
Bug testing needs
They've used
happen.
words like and everyone, so like that's what they want to do, but
Yeah. Pixels, to answer your question, by the way, because I didn't really 100% answer it. I would suggest. I mean, I would guess. I would say the game will be out early next year if there's going to be a beta this year. I would, and they've said that the game is done. Essentially, they're still tuning the campaign. The game is done. They have the alpha out to people. I would say it's early next year. I would say also buy a PSVR next week because Black Friday deals. They have PSVR lower. It's like $100 lower. I'm getting one. So if I can make it to Black Friday without, getting trampled or something at the front door.
Yeah. I got.
So.
Sorry. No, I got my PSVR when it had the anniversary, like the release anniversary, a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I just last week, bought the Astrobot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
Is it good?
Playing that, yeah, it's so good. It's like if anyone has ever played the kind of like the demos that when the PSVR first came out, PlayStation or Japan Studio had several like little mini games, and Astrobot, like the tech demo for it, was on there, and I played that over and over again. It was a lot of fun, but the Astrobot game, the full game, has so many different levels that are just like every level is a different experience in VR, and playing that gets me more excited and gives me so many ideas of things I want to eventually do in VR, like in Dreams. And it's awesome. It's an awesome experience. The one of the things like you were mentioning earlier about being able to create an environment and be in the environment once you're done making it. Something I'd like to try to do is in Dreams is create that environment, but create something super like something I would almost never do in real life, like standing on the edge of a cliff,
Right.
like make something that looks like I'm really up high and like looking at a waterfall from the top, and just like environments like that would be so cool to do in VR. And this game gives me like that kind of inspiration, that those ideas. It gets me real excited.
Well, that's good to know, because that bundle for PSVR on Black Friday comes with the Astrobot game.
Does it? Oh,
it's
that's
the headset and the camera and the Astrobot game. It's $200.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So, and I was thinking about, I was like, I don't really want the game. I'll just, bring it to GameStop, but I'll keep it if it's because I didn't look up what it was. I had no idea. I just,
Yeah.
And if people don't have the money this like soon, or don't have the Black Friday and different country stuff.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, is Black Friday country specific? I don't know. Anyway, if people don't have the money now, I almost guarantee there will be a PSVR bundle for Dreams. Almost guarantee. Because this thing is good.
Yeah.
This thing has already sold VRs.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
I've
what?
heard of so many people like, I just bought a VR. Why? Because of Dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think
probably why
I like Dreams. Dreams is like it does support VR and everything. It also has move control. It pretty much supports things that people think is pretty much dead at this point. It uses move controls. VR isn't dead, obviously. It's just starting out. It's using VR, and you can use just normal controller, and it's just as good as that. I feel like you can bundle with pretty much anything. But, like, I don't think they'll bundle Dreams with move controllers, but I definitely understand the bundling the Dreams with the VR. But I think it would be better if they had just a PS4. I don't think it would be better, but I think they'll probably do a PS4 bundle with Dreams and the VR as like a basic set. Actually, now I think about it, maybe if they released the PS5 maybe hopefully Dreams could be one of the first games that can come out on it that supports like with VR and just the game itself and the new console whenever that happens. I don't know, because it's very compatible with the thing, like just the additional things you can use on the PlayStation. So there's a lot of room for bundles, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
It's alive. Welcome to the stream, and yes, he comes in with dreams are weird. Oh wait, are we talking about the game dreams? Yes, the game dreams.
It's weird too.
Yeah, both are weird. Dreams are also weird. Borderlands 2 VR. Am I right? Sure. Sure you are. I love James. I remember you now. From Twitch, but yeah, I mean, you know how much I love Borderlands, and Borderlands 2 specifically. If I have a VR and I don't know if I'll play Borderlands 2 VR. I played Borderlands 2 so much in my life. I don't know if VR will make it worth it again. I don't know. I just want Borderlands 3, okay? They could skip the VR.
Half-Life 3.
I just want the third one.
Well, something I can say about that, like, I felt the same way about. Have you guys heard of the Tetris effects?
Oh my god, I want to play that in VR so bad.
I'm terrible at Tetris. I'm just so bad at it.
Well, that's the thing. So I when I first saw that, I'm like, Tetris in VR, like, what's the point? Like, why would I want to do that?
Yeah.
And that demo came out, and I tried it, and wow, like.
Yeah.
It made me want to keep going, keep playing, just because the experience in VR, you can zoom into the little Tetris blocks and zoom out, and it's like you're there. It's something about like playing it in VR. Even the simplest game, it's a whole different experience.
Yeah, I read the reviews for the Tetris Effect, and everybody seems to think it's just astonishing. I mean, I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
The trailer, I was like, "What is this?" That was everybody's, reaction. Like, what are we even looking at? That's definitely, once I get VR next week, or whenever Black Friday is, 2 weeks from now, I plan to get the VR headset and Tetris Effect and another game that comes out I think in a week. It's called Beat Saber.
It's such a good. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Oh, you have it? Yeah, because you've got a HTC.
I've
been following Beat Saber since before it was out, and I was just like, please, PSVR, please. It
will definitely suffer from not being on a moddable platform, because I played the original set of songs for maybe a week.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I need something harder.
Right. Okay, gotcha.
My skill level has just gotten to that point where I'm getting bored with these songs.
Yeah.
And so I found the modding community, and they make some pretty impossible crap.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen some pretty crazy things. Not gonna lie to you.
My brother keeps telling me I need to make a video, me playing Beat Saber, because apparently it's fun to watch me flail around. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I just listened to the music. Oh, sorry. What'd you say?
No, I was just saying I didn't even realize it was on the PSVR. I thought it was just on
20th.
On
the 20th, 6 days.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, I follow them on Twitter. I follow the guy who originally made the music on Twitter. When the first trailer dropped for Beat Saber, and like they kept dropping like songs and like small trailers, I would just listen to that trailer music. I loved the music in it, and that's just kind of music
really cool.
that I fell into. And I showed my friends the game. They're like, "Doesn't this look awesome? Doesn't this get you hyped?" And they're like, "Not really." I'm like, "How? How can you not be excited for this? A rhythm game where you actually move instead of just like, strumming a guitar."
Yeah.
It's like Star Wars, but music.
Yeah, just the fact that it's got Saber in it makes it awesome.
Exactly. So that I'm definitely 100%. I've been following that game, like I said, since there was a time where I covered indie games on my channel. And I had heard about Beat Saber, and I was like, this thing is going to be really, really good. And I'm glad it exploded like it did.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got sidetracked. Apologies.
Yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, if you want to talk about dreams again, I actually want to mention that at one point I wanted to like just be a channel that could not before I even knew dreams, but I wanted to be a channel that could pretty much talk about just indie games, just small games in general.
Mm-hmm.
But then obviously that costs a lot of money, especially for me. But now again, like Dreams is going to come out technically there's so many. There's just a whole plethora of games that people are going to make, and actually more than games that I can just talk about. Maybe not a review or just a first impressions or something. Again, lots of room for I don't know,
Branching out.
just yeah, like it's real. This game is very, very expansive. It's really hard to explain what you're gonna do in dreams, what kind of thing you want to do, because you can really do anything, and it's not instead of just being the sky's the limit like Minecraft, where the sky's literally the limit, but it's really it's beyond just. I don't know what to say. That there's really you can't really pin. There's definitely no way to pin down what you really want to do in dreams because it's really, it's just I don't know. It's
So
just
many
really hard.
options.
But I think okay. I think we should really do like some more like things that can inspire us in terms of like doing anything in dreams. I think inspiration is what we should really get from it. Like I'm playing Overwatch right now. Ashley just came out, or just Ash. I really like her, but it just gave me an idea to make, I don't know, maybe a first-person shooter in Dreams, with that kind of style and gameplay. But I think if we actually, instead of going in Dreams, we go outside of Dreams and look around us and see what can inspire us to do something in Dreams. So
Right. I think that's
Yeah,
that was really hard to say.
yeah. No, I think that's going to be a huge thing. One thing that I think what inspires me quite a lot is yes playing games, but weirdly enough, I when I play games I always crank the volume up super loud, put my headphones on if it's a single player game or if I'm playing by myself at least. And a lot of the times I'll just stand still and just like listen right to the game because like I said, I love audio and music in games. It's one of my favorites. If anybody played God of War, freaking unbelievable music. I love the music in God of War.
for sure.
I mean, God of War was fantastic all around and is my game of the year this year. But once again, that's something that inspires me is just listening to like game audio, game music, and a lot of indie games have a lot of like that, like definitely like different vibes. I get a lot of different vibes from indie games. Indie games I think are hugely important. Like I said, I tried covering indie games, and Iota, if you ever take that route of like talking about indie games, it's very hard to talk about indie games on YouTube because it's essentially not to branch too far from the topic, but it's essentially you're talking about games and making videos on games that nobody knows about. So how would they then find your video to search for it if they don't know to search for it because nobody knows about it? That's essentially what it ended up being for me. But covering indie games sent me to PAX East. I was given tickets to PAX by a company called Runic Games, who made the Torchlight series, and then most recently Hob was their last game before.
I am seriously jealous right now. That's amazing.
Yeah, but unfortunately they went. At least Runic Games went out of business or was shut down. Some of the people got back together and they're making a new Torchlight, but. Yeah, I got to meet them and have like a private demo with their new indie game Hob, and that was probably like I always tell people on YouTube, and a lot of people watch my videos. My favorite thing I've ever done in my life, going to PAX East, was going to any kind of those conventions. I've only ever been to PAX East, and it was just a mind blowing experience, especially being able to sit down. And this was when I was heavily covering indie games, so I was going around to every indie game there and like giving them my business card and talking about their game and. It was so cool to do that, but it's definitely a grind as far as YouTube and indie games because that's essentially is nobody knows to search for the game that you're covering because nobody knows about it. But I do have a good friend who has done very well doing indie games, and he has a fantastic channel and he's growing super super fast. So it is possible. But definitely indie games inspire me, like Journey. Journey is fantastic. Like Journey is an unbelievable game.
If you haven't played it, just do it.
Yeah, just play it. And I was one of
Life
those.
will be better for it.
I was one of those who was like, I'll play it later. I'll play it later. I'll play it later. And it was on sale on PlayStation Plus like forever ago, and I was like, I'll play it later. And I paid full price for it and sat down, played it all, and then cried at the end. Like, I'm not kidding. Played the game.
That's cool.
I didn't. I felt very defeated.
Really? I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
like I read all of these stories and I heard about all these like emotions that everyone feels. Like the most emotion I felt was when I was with the other character. No spoilers. And we were doing the thing, and then at the end I'm like,
Yeah.
huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just wanted to go back to that section where I was with the other character.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I've never watched anybody else play Journey. I've never, seen anybody play it. I played it myself. I stayed away from watching people play. I stayed away from reading about it because I knew of how good it was. I haven't cried during a lot of things. I don't cry much, game-wise specifically. Journey, I cried at the end of Journey. I cried at the end of the Mass Effect series, after the third one, not the new one. I didn't like the new one. Didn't even beat the new one.
Yeah.
Not gonna talk about the new one. And there was another game. What's after the last Uncharted 4, because that was just a fantastic.
Oh yeah.
My two favorite series, Mass Effect, Uncharted. They're so good. I think that's it. I think, yeah. And that being said, Journey, that's a game that people, even other indie game developers get inspired from that. You can see Journey in tons of indie games. And that I think definitely when it comes to inspiration, going back to Dreams, playing those kind of games that aren't like AAAs, AAA titles, games that are, or that you have to like look for, games that, I don't know really how to explain it besides saying indie games. I mean, there are a ton, like art direction wise, yeah, are unbelievable. Like indie games, when it comes to art direction, they always, there's games out there that look insanely different, and because of that, they're great. There's a game.
There's
Yeah, you go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. Sorry. No, I was gonna say how I think just the other day I saw the nominees for Game of the Year. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yep.
It had like God of War, Spider-Man, PS4, and then it had Fallout 76, and then Celeste.
Yeah, Celeste.
Have you guys played Celeste?
I haven't played Celeste.
No,
Okay,
not even. That's good.
I played it. Yeah, I played it on the Switch, and like Jared, you were saying earlier about how music for other games can be used as inspiration for Dreams. You also mentioned God of War and the music in that game. I have I got the God of War PS4 bundle.
Dude, that's what I got. High five.
Yeah, awesome. So I got it, and so it came with the theme, and there'd be times where I would just have like just on my PS4 menu, just listening to the music, the humming.
Yeah.
It's just so awesome. The music in that game is amazing, and then same with Celeste, and the music in that game is so good. Especially for like a small company. Like if you're comparing it to the people that made God of War and Spider-Man PS4, it's like a huge difference. But it's crazy how even though it's such a smaller budget game, indie game, I don't know what else to call it. It can. It has its own style that can almost compare to like a AAA game like God of War, and that you can pull that kind of inspiration from something that as small as Celeste or as big as God of War, and find the best of those of everything that you see around you and make that into Dreams. One thing that I like personally am inspired, that inspires me to make content in Dreams is one, like I was saying earlier, about making videos based off some stories that my family has told me, or just short little stories that I have my own ideas of. Another inspiration is I have my own kids, and my kids love playing games with me. And a lot of the times, like Spider-Man PS4, I beat that whole game with my kids sitting on the couch with me.
Nice.
And something I want to be able to do in Dreams is make games and levels and little experiences that they could play like all the way through. You know what I mean? Something that's like easy enough for them to play, but at the same time, something that I can enjoy, like watching them play. I don't know. It's kind of cool to look forward to that, but
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't have kids, but
yeah.
you know, to be honest, back when Flying, my friend Flying was in the chat, we were talking about, I think you were talking about making films or, you know, short films and stories. He said something about it's like perfect for like kids' bedtime stories, you know, or things like that.
Yeah.
To make, and a lot of people like talk, we don't hear it a lot, but I really hope that like people do things like that for like for kids, or making like teachers like using stuff to like teach, you know, in Dreams, to be able to do these like things, like to maybe, what if Dreams was used in like a classroom, right? That'd be insane. You know, that'd be really cool. I would wish I'd back in school for that. You know, I think Dreams really has crazy opportunities that I don't think we'll like begin to really see until you know, it's out in the world for a bit.
I had a thought, and there it goes.
All right, they were great. Wap Cool, yeah. I'm sorry, man. We're trying. I'm trying to stick to the Dreams topics. I mean, you just can't help it sometimes. I mean, conversations kind of branch out, but they always come back. There's always a reason. This one's better than the last podcast. Last podcast we went off the rails for like 45 minutes at a time. But I mean, that's essentially, you know, it is talking about Dreams, and that. But that being said, if you want to like take my channel into account, I guess you're over there watching on Twitch, but who I am as a person is I'm never like super serious. I always like to just kind of chill and relax, and wherever the conversation goes, it goes. And JSpotJ says I cry at the end of games because I'm soft. Yeah, it's possible.
Yay, soft and squishy people! By the way, I have to say thank you to JSpotJ. Subscribe.
Oh, well, there you go. JSpotJ subscribing. Okay, sweet.
Oh,
How did he get? Oh yeah, all your links are still in the description of the stream. There you go. I forgot they're still
speaking
there.
of subscribing, Glitchmaster subscribed to me at some point, which I was like really shocked about. I was like, wow.
He's on right now. He's playing. Oh, he's probably doing a project. He's always on here doing like school stuff.
Well, it says he's playing Super Smash Brothers.
Super Smash Bros. It tells me he's playing whatever. Oh yeah, playing Super Smash Bros. What the? What the heck?
I bet his project is Project M.
Haha, funny.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Honey.
Here, I'm typing in. What the heck are you doing? Get over here. In the podcast. Get out of Smash. Lol. All right.
Or smash your head.
Oh, he's like, it tells me he's playing Smash. I'm like, you're right. It does. Man, that's good. That's good stuff. All right, let me get back to this here.
Nah.
Why is that? Why is that, Nazareth? That's interesting.
Huh? Oh, it's just random concept art.
No, I'm talking about your message to me earlier. Nights into Dreams, huh?
That's your stream says what that is. That's what your stream says.
Yeah.
I've actually played a sequel to that game.
So
that was a nice game.
Yeah, so have I.
Hey.
Back in the Wii.
Mm-hmm.
A long time ago. Wow, I don't even know
Hi,
where that
Farron.
is. Farron. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We're playing Nights into Dreams now.
Okay.
All of a sudden. Surprise. Look at that
Oh
game.
yeah, I remember what
Awesome
you were
gameplay.
saying, about like indie games, but yeah, it's definitely an underground type of thing, indie games. But if someone heard of EGX, it's definitely from where I'm from, UK. But in Birmingham, there's a thing I think happens every year called EGX. It's basically like a game convention, but you go there and it's just all these games that haven't come out yet. We get to try them, and it was so much fun. I actually kind of what this game was called. I think it was Claws of Furry or something. I can't remember. It was like an indie game, and I remember like the claw sounds were the same. And I think I mentioned having them be like kind of different for every time, so it's not super repetitive. And when the game came out, I think they did have different sounds with the claws. And it just felt cool to kind of be like one of the many people who kind of mentioned that, and then it does actually get changed. But I'm kind of talking myself, but basically, maybe like this year, maybe I should maybe try and record myself. Maybe next year's EGX with all the games and I'm trying out, because that does sound like a really good idea actually. Just to go there next year and then just record me
Yeah.
either trying out,
Yeah.
because yeah, that'd be really cool actually.
Yeah, when I went to I wish I could go to more conventions and things like that. I mean, here there's there's only big ones, at least where I live, which is in the middle of nowhere. But there's only like PAX, PAX this, PAX that, and they're super expensive. I mean, you got to like be saving up to go to PAX or something like that. And I'm happy that I was able to go to the one. Because when I was doing indie games and things like that. But I vlogged while I was there. I don't know, I think I did vlog every day, because I mean the atmosphere there is unbelievable, and being able to like just that feeling of seeing all these indie games like in development, that they're making, people talking about their games and talking about, even there when you're talking to indie developers, they tell you like what's inspired them to make this, what's inspired them to do this, and all these different things that they say this mechanic is relative to this game, and it was so cool to see all that. I definitely if you vlog, being able to go back and watch that, after it's been like almost 2 years since I've been, is just such a cool thing to remember all that. I mean, PAX East was great. Being able to see like the first of Mass Effect Andromeda in like the huge theater with the TV and all the huge screen and all the developers there. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, my voice connected thing went to the red, so I wasn't sure. I mean, seeing like Mass Effect Andromeda revealed at the official, like that whole thing was super awesome, even though the game didn't really pan out to my expectations or a lot of people's. But with that being said, just that whole atmosphere of witnessing all these new things, and I was able to meet a lot of people who followed me. Well, not a lot, a couple of people who followed me on not YouTube, but I did used to stream before on Twitch. I met a few people through there, and just through playing like games like Destiny, I was able to just meet at there, which was really cool. But yeah, so long story short, I would suggest vlogging or filming that experience, because it's something I've never had. PAX, a big convention like that, or any convention, I feel like would have the same experience, and I think it's definitely worth like I guess like not documenting but saving that, I think is what I mean to say.
It's also cool for people who can't go, just to kind of see what it's like, but
yeah, it's definitely an epic experience.
I imagine the first time I go, I will have almost an instant migraine, just because, one, I'm a very antisocial person, so I'm just going to be overwhelmed with how many people are there. Two, I'm going to be so overexcited, I'm going to give myself 2 migraines.
Yep.
And then I'm going to have so much stuff I'm going to do. I'm going to exhaust myself to death, and it's going to be an amazing day. First time I get to go.
Yep. The main thing was like my throat hurt just from trying to talk over everybody. you know, because it's so loud. Like I have pictures of that, you know, just like looking over like there's like the big escalator escalators. Yeah, escalators. Just looking down onto like the show floor or whatever, where you have all the signs, like you've got Blizzard and you've got the huge signs everywhere, so you know where everything is, and just you can't see the floor because that's how many people are there. You can't see; it's just a massive crews of people. But that whole like being able to see all the signs of all the developers and all the indie developers and AAA and all the all these booths that you can go to and play whatever games are coming out or see all these new games that are being announced is such a unbelievable thing. I wouldn't say I don't know. I'm not like super like shy or like that anymore. I don't like just go off to like random people and just like start making conversation most of the time. But
I'm trying to get there.
Yeah, when it comes to like, I think YouTube definitely helped a lot. Like, if you were to tell me like when I was in the middle of high school that I would have ever like put my voice or face ever on the internet, I wouldn't have believed you, because like I was that person like super shy and all that. But I think definitely YouTube 100% helps with that. I would never have thought I would have a podcast. I never thought I would make a rap video. I never thought I would like be fake crying in random rap videos that I make that come out of nowhere. Never would have expected any of that. And then be able to go to PAX with just me and a friend of mine, take a plane there, a hotel, travel all throughout Boston in the just freezing cold. And I never would have thought, I would always be too, anxiety would get to me way too much to be able to do that. Let me answer your question really quick. Where is it? Lucis 2, how much was PAX? Well, for me, tickets were free. I had to pay my way there and hotel. I don't remember how much it was. I split it between me and a friend, and then my friend only paid me back like a small amount. I hope he hears that because he's in the next room. But yeah, tickets are expensive for those things.
I think when I looked it up this year, it was $170. Yeah, just for entry. Okay. I don't know if that was 1 or 3 days.
Yeah, I just read your thing. It'd be so cool to get like media tickets or whatever. It'd be such a cool thing to do.
But to get media tickets, you have to have some work you've done, so they know you're not just trying to get in.
Yeah.
And if you're there for that reason, you got work to do.
Yeah. The application process on the website, you had to have a minimum if you were like a YouTube channel, you had to have, I think it was minimum requirement of 15,000 subscribers. That's not. Yeah. That's not too. I mean, that's not in the realm of impossibility.
Nah.
But that being said, you can't just have 15,000 and be a random channel that has nothing to do with games or things like that. So, Lucis 2 said, I wanted to go to E3 the last couple of years. Yeah, no, it's not easy to get into. It's definitely not cheap. E3 is one of the most expensive. I mean, E3 is the biggest.
Closed off.
And J-Spot J, you've got me excited for Dreams. You want to make a game that your kid will play. I mean, there you go. I mean, to be able to make something that because like your kids and things like that, be able to make something catered towards them.
Yep.
Would be. I mean,
and I'm sure there would be like other people out there that who could find the same interest. Something that I know my kids are really into. Like my boys are like super into like superheroes. Like I got one son who's like super into superheroes, and another one that's really into like sword fighting and bow and arrow, kind of like Link, like Zelda, Legend of Zelda is his like favorite, and so he's into that kind of medieval stuff. And to be able to make a game where they could kind of be in that environment or just play something like that is something that I'd like to eventually try to do.
I just
But I am actually. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was not about to go anywhere. I was just gonna hope somebody else came up with something to talk about. So there you go.
Okay. Well, I was actually just about to say, I do have to get up early in the morning, so for work. So I'm probably gonna have to log off.
All right.
But I appreciate you guys letting me hang out with you guys and talk about dreams. Hope to join you guys in the next one.
Yeah, no problem.
So-
Thanks for joining and being part of the
Cool.
conversation, giving a different conversation, different people is always good. And yeah, the next one will be on Saturday around the same time probably because I have to
Okay.
work. So
Okay, sounds good.
alrighty.
See you guys
Yeah,
later.
have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
So how long have you been doing YouTube, Jared?
Let's see. In January, I think in January it'll be 3 years. So there you go. In January, when I started doing Let's Plays. I don't really consider starting until I started like No Man's Sky. So that would be in February, March. It'll be 3 years. I think it's 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. Right after I dropped out of college. There you go.
Okay.
Essentially. I was doing it. I was doing Let's Play videos. I think I might not have been in college. I know I had a part-time job and I was going to college, so I probably didn't have time during that part. So I think it must have been after I dropped out. That's when I started watching YouTube too. I never started watching YouTube till around when I went to college because growing up, middle school, high school, I didn't have internet. So that was fun.
Apparently, I'm not doing YouTube right
No, why not? You need some
because
some
I apparently
YouTube
joined
tips.
October 2015,
Oh.
and you have like what 6,000?
Yeah, steadily
Yeah,
dropping, but yes.
Oh, it's fine. It will kick back up soon.
Um,
But I only have 146. Not to discount any of my
Yeah.
subscribers; they're all amazing.
I posted my first video on the 8th of November. Yeah, so actually, that's just that. Just posted my video on the 8th
It's
of November.
I mean, all I can
I'll
say,
remember that if I can list or something.
all I can say, YouTube wise, and the only two like, I can't say like I don't know Jack when it comes to YouTube. I mean, 6,000 subscribers. I mean, everybody that I've met and talked to and know that subscribe to me, everybody's great, but 6,000 is such a it's small. It is small. I never thought, like when I started making YouTube videos, I never thought it'd go anywhere. I just wanted to try and see like what all YouTube and what editing was about. And I think I got lucky with No Man's Sky when I started covering it. Because I mean, if you want to put it into perspective, how much this has been luck, if you want. I hit 1,000 subscribers in 2 weeks, and now I'm at 6,000, and it's been 3 years. So it's I mean, it's a long grind. I'm not saying like I'm very happy where the channel is now. I mean, there's a lot of stepping stones. I think that's definitely something I've been looking at recently. Is there's a lot of stepping stones to getting to where you want to be if it happens to be somewhere with like a future on YouTube. Or YouTube right now is in a really bad spot, and I think YouTube started going downhill when I started making videos 3 years ago. That 3 years ago when I started making videos, it was the YouTube year of drama. Then it was the YouTube year of demonetization. Then it was the YouTube year of just YouTube not listening to its creators. It's been bad. But consistency is number one on YouTube and always has been. If you had a consistent upload schedule, I uploaded every single day. And it doesn't have to be every day. It could be every other day. It'd be the same time every week. And if you listen to any like huge YouTubers, they always say consistency. Even a lot of smaller people say consistency, because that's kind of how YouTube's metadata works. If it's remembering that you upload at this time every time, then you'll be able to be found more in like search. Why that's how it works, who knows? But then another tip that I was given back when I was taking like these classes, I guess you'd call it, from a guy who teaches, I guess if you want to say, different YouTube techniques and things like that, and this is why I stopped doing indie games, essentially, because he said you don't treat YouTube like a newspaper. Is you can't go on YouTube and expect to be a newspaper. You can't go on YouTube and talk about everything and expect to get somewhere. You have to have a set idea, set thing that you want to talk about, set game, whatever it is, a set genre, and just cover that consistently. Because if you try to be like a newspaper and talk about this and talk about that and talk about this and talk about that, it's never going to get anywhere unless you get lucky, like a Let's Player. Because that's essentially Let's Players. It's luck and consistency, and then just a lot of hard work as far as like the larger Let's Players go. But that's why I stopped doing indie games, because it's so hard to stay in that lane of what does this guy cover besides just every possible genre of games, because indie doesn't really have like, I mean, you can search like indie games now, and a lot of what you get is top 10 this, top 10 that, top 5 this, which I'm not a fan of that kind of, like, me making that. I'm not a fan of making that kind of stuff. But Glitchmaster just joined. Hello. Maybe Glitchmaster has some YouTube tips.
Hello, people.
Glitchmaster is at 30K subs. Look at him making videos all the time. Isn't that right?
Totally.
Just like me.
My only tip based on experience is switch communities like 5 times and have a channel for 8 years.
There you go. See, he's had it for 8 years, and I've had it for 3. So you see, like, I mean, and that's what I was just saying. It's just like stepping stones. Like when I a month and a half ago, I decided I wouldn't cover No Man's Sky anymore. And then obviously I'm covering No Man's Sky still, because I tried to jump to something else, but it just didn't quite work. And I think No Man's Sky still, I'll cover it, but I think it's a stepping stone into something else. Right now, it's a stepping stone into Dreams. Is Dreams a stepping stone into something else? Possibly. Is Dreams gonna like explode and get huge? Maybe I won't need another stepping stone. But I want a lot of what I want to do on YouTube isn't what I'm doing now. A lot of what I'm doing is news based, and I do like that, but I want to do comedy, like things like that. That's kind of not. It's not a logical step from where I am now, unless I were to get slightly larger on this channel and then be able to bring my community over somewhere else, like Twitch, like a lot of people do. But it's just, Glitchmaster, when you started, like, how long did it take for your channel to like significantly see growth?
Let's see here. Probably when I started doing LBP2 stuff, which was like a while after, like 4 or 5 years after I started.
Yeah, see. Like I said, I just got lucky with the No Man's Sky thing, and that's a lot of things that people say is just opportunity. So you have the opportunity.
I find a lot of people find that like that magic bullet. Like a lot of people talk about like, oh, it won't happen overnight, but it very regularly, like, I found my thing, and it just so happened that the stars aligned. Now that's what you're doing. If anyone heard the streamer Ninja, he was doing his for like 8 years before Fortnite. And Fortnite comes along, he's playing that, he's pretty good at it. And now he's the biggest, one of the biggest streamers, going to all the things. He's a celebrity now. And it just so happens that he found his thing. There was... sorry, go ahead.
I was saying that, just Jared, you said you found your thing with No Man's Sky. Yeah, you were like my main source for No Man's Sky news for a while. like during when Next was coming out.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, No Man's Sky is the community and everything behind No Man's Sky is fantastic. And what I've said so many times on the channel is I love the community. I love how everything's grown and the game has. I've been with the game and the, following it for so long with the developers and all that, and through the ups and downs, the journey's been fantastic. But I've always known. A lot of people believe that when Next dropped, it would bring it up to like AAA numbers and things like that, which it has in a sense. But I think No Man's Sky isn't a popular game on YouTube.
It's not a very YouTubeable experience,
right? And I knew a year months ago that No Man's Sky is never going to get me if I want to the point of like YouTube being like a full-time thing. Like it's not going to happen with No Man's Sky. So somewhere along the way, I have to take a jump to something else. And however many jumps I have to take to get there, who knows. But either way, I'm just going to do things that I want to talk about. I'm not going to go and play Fortnite all day because that's what's popular. Okay, like a lot of people have done. And a lot of people are successful at doing that, but that's not me.
Those people who are successful at it need to keep jumping. They don't get to stay.
Right.
Next, whatever pops up in a couple of months or at the end of the next year or whenever it does, they have to jump off Fortnite onto this next thing because that is now how they run their channel, to jump. If they don't jump, they will become stale.
I call them trend.
Maybe you could when Dreams comes out, you can play community-made Dreams games.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to make my channel more developer focused because one, I want to be a game developer. I want to be a professional game developer, self-taught.
Yeah.
I've heard several times people doing self-taught. I actually just read a story about environmental artists who are self-taught. So it's definitely possible, and I'm planning to make Dreams my kind of kick in the door. And I actually have some stuff I might be able to talk about at the next stream about that. But yeah, I've been researching, studying game design, level design. Hello, Farron. Just jumped in chat. But yeah, one of the things, like, there was a time I called into a university, and they said they're going through all the questions. They said describe a producer. So I go and describe a producer as basically the go-between all the different developers and different teams, and they're basically there to make sure other teams are on schedule and they have the things they need. Then the guy says I described it better than anyone, even including the teachers there. So I'm like, okay, I got this. I'll be seeing you.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm trying slowly to pull my channel into this developer focus, this maker kind of focus, but digital maker. Because that's what I do.
I'm just glad I made my channel when I did. I also found you guys when I did, because like you said, that you're just finding your game. I could probably just spark a channel just to blow up, even if it might not do that. I generally just like all of us just making Dreams content, but when Dreams comes out, I'm gonna be doing pretty much just Dreams content just all the time. Because some games, just because they're not popular doesn't mean you can make them popular. But sometimes this games, the way they're made and the way they're marketed and kind of how they just grow to become this really popular game. Sometimes I don't actually think it's all the people who make videos, YouTube videos on those games. Something like Minecraft. Minecraft was really different for the time where the game's coming out in 2009. When it came out, people were making videos on it, of course. But the way Minecraft was made and when it came out, I think it was meant just to become this big thing.
I forgot about the Minecraft YouTube explosion.
Yeah.
Oh god.
People still play Minecraft. I mean, it's still successful to a point.
Oh, those are the days. Nice F for Fortnite.
It was bigger than Fortnite.
So Lucid Stew says make Fortnite in Dreams. So somebody has to make a game that lasts 2 weeks.
Can we just Can we just make dreams and dreams? I mean, come on.
Yes. Okay. So here's what you do. You get a biped. You make a bed, and then you watch him.
Great.
Just sit there and watch him.
That's great.
I'm make him wiggle a bit. Maybe he's dreaming.
Anything's
No,
possible.
I honestly think you probably could make like a little bit of dreams instead of maybe like the UI for like the menu, and then just pressing I don't know whatever you need to do to like create a level. But I don't think you can actually go to the level of actually be able to make games within the game. That'd be crazy. But I think it'd be funny to have like the UI. Oh my gosh, if someone made like a clay version of what was his name? You know the dance meme when you get like what's it, troll when you go on the video? Oh, it was like I'm never gonna give you a
Oh, Rickroll. Crap.
Rickroll was so funny. So like my favorite Rickroll in like a UI. Just
Yeah, that needs to happen.
that needs to
happen.
Lucid Stu said someone made Project Spark in Project Spark. Wow.
Did they just turn everything on and publish a level?
I don't know. All I know about Project Spark is the first trailer. I was like, cool, and then I left. The next thing I heard was that the servers were shutting down. That's how long of a gap there was.
Speaking of server shutting down, and I know it's not exactly on topic, just kind of a PSA. If anyone has a PlayStation 3 version of Sound Shapes, the servers will be shutting down soon, so go play all the community levels you can.
Oh really? Oh, I have to download it now because I have it on the PS4 already, but I haven't like downloaded it again after. But I really like that game. It's just like, you know, like my PS4, I haven't had any like gigabytes or whatever to get extra space. So usually I have to always pin down what games do I really like, and sometimes I have to take away these games that I kind of like, but it's not I'm gonna play forever. But you know, I'm definitely gonna download Sound Shapes again. I really like that. I made levels on it actually. I was fairly good at it. People actually played it, and it was a good amount of.
You cut off.
That's alright.
Oh my goodness! Well, okay.
Lucid Stu said, yeah, it was called Project Spark, which is, you know, genius name.
Fitting.
Let's see. The thing about Project Spark was that you could sculpt in play mode, so it was doable. Project Spark, cool name, cool trailer. Literally all I knew about it.
I kind of followed Project Spark slightly, but I never had an Xbox, so I didn't really get into it. But
by the way, Glitchmaster, I didn't mean to like pull you out of Smash. I was just like kidding.
Oh, it's fine. We were done.
What were you doing on Smash?
We figured out this janky way for me and my friend from Texas to play like online via emulator. It's super janky, but it works kind of.
I was like,
we also had a vaporwave mod pack on there. So
we were sitting here. I was like, I don't know what Glitchmaster is doing, and Nazar's like, it says he's playing Smash. I was like, what?
Awesome.
How do you? Yeah, man, Smash Ultimate, dude, is so close. It's so close.
Yes.
Man.
Every game they release, I'm like, I need to get a Switch.
Yeah. My Glitchmaster, my friend in the other room, he was just like, hey man, Christmas is coming up. Smash is out before Christmas. Can I just get you Smash for Christmas? I was like, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I was like, it's out on the 7th. Do you know that? He was like, I do now. I'm like, the 7th. Remember the day.
Awesome.
I was like, when the Switch was announced, I was like, I'll just wait to see what happens. Probably won't get it. And then Smash Ultimate's announced. Like, I need a Switch.
I like, I'm a huge fan, Glitchmaster, of what the community did with that recent trailer that they dropped. With that music. Oh my gosh, I
just have one thing to ask.
Yeah.
Where's Waluigi?
Dude, Waluigi is one of my favorite characters in every Mario game, and he still is not a playable character.
He's in assist trophy heaven.
Assist trophy heaven. Yeah, there you go. I love Waluigi in. Well, I played a lot of the Mario. I played a lot of the Mario sports games. I like Waluigi in so many of them. But why? The game where they have the most characters ever, all from past, but still no Waluigi. What the heck? That's fine. It's fine.
Where does it end? Adding characters, just
It'll
where
be
does it
DLC.
end?
I don't-
Piranha Plant. That's where it ends.
Piranha Play, yeah.
Well, there's 5 more actually, so it doesn't end there.
There
either.
is Sora. Okay, I want Sora for Smash. I'm sorry. Okay, that's been a thing for a while.
There's like
What
some.
about Qbert?
Was
that PlayStation? Was that what? No, it was Atari.
It was.
Qbert was Atari.
Something like that.
So is that
Or arcade.
they have older stuff. They have Game and Watch. No, that was Nintendo.
Yeah.
But
it's to the point where I don't know.
Final Fantasy, Square Enix. I don't know. Where does it end?
I don't.
Where does it end?
There's so many characters in it that I don't even know who they are. Like I don't know enough Nintendo games to know who they are. Just like in the last Smash, I was like, who are these people? I was like, where's Waluigi? I know Waluigi, and you got all the weird Bowser versions or Bowser Jr. versions, like what are those, the Bowser Jr., like the other Bowser guys' names?
I have no idea.
I don't know their
Koopas,
names, but I know they're called the Koopalings.
Yeah, they're like, and they're in like Mario Kart now and stuff. Like what? Like why?
They
Like,
take up way too many spots
Super
in
Mario World.
Yeah, like what? Who? And
Old
where?
SNES game.
I mean,
Yeah, they're like all the bosses from Super Mario.
I want to play as Shy Guy, please. Where's Shy Guy in Smash? Is he an assist trophy? Probably not. He might be.
I don't know.
I love Shy Guy.
Spirit.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
PNG in the Spirits mode.
Yeah.
Sonic
what
was
do
in
you, what do you
one
think
of the
about that
last
spirits thing? That's interesting. I'm pretty excited for all that stuff they were talking about with the Smash, with the last Nintendo Direct.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, sorry.
Can you make Smash in Dreams?
Yay.
Actually, I was starting a project on making like a Smash quote unquote engine in LVP, and it was really difficult because you can't do custom animations. And
I
guess what you
know.
can do
I'm
now?
the same thing. I'm like, I'm gonna use the animation tool for Living Planet 3.
Yep, it's
I'm
jank.
gonna try it. I made this over punch, and it was just like, this is never going to work.
Exactly. That's where I stopped.
There you go.
Closest they ever gotten LBP was, do you remember LBP? Like those vehicles that could punch and kick.
You're cutting out a bit.
No, I don't remember them.
Do you mean like those Mortal Kombat likes?
A little more, then you could tear the limbs off, but it was.
Yeah. You mean you mean like they used to call it Mortal Kombat? They're like you used to hold R1 to like grab like both arms, and it was really funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're supposed to be like quote unquote bodies, like the actual bodies, but they just look like suits in the end.
What was I gonna say? Dang it. Oh yeah, that's what we need to do, Glitchmaster. We just need to get like a bunch of people who are gonna create stuff in Dreams, make a Smash kind of like template, and have each person create their own character around a certain art style, so it makes like it looks like it fits, and then we just bring each of our own characters to the game, and booyah, Smash.
That'd be an awesome project to do, because my plan actually for the LBP one was to do like all of the story characters as players, and then all of the like just various stages as levels in the game.
There's actually me and some other people on the Dreams Discord have actually the exact same kind of thought process going.
Awesome. Then I'll help out.
Cool. I'll get with you after the stream.
Dreams
Okay, so depending on Discord, because apparently there's a group chat voice channel thing that's going to be coming up soon, and I thought of this really interesting concept. What if, when Dreams comes out, this podcast were to go in with a theme, and everyone here just make it, and then at the end of the stream, we go and we just kind of go through the different versions of it that we've all made.
That'd be dope. I'd be down for that.
Except for Genesis, because he wants to play games, not make them.
Yeah. Let's talk about Genesis. He's not here, so no,
I like that idea.
I meant to actually contact him like after the stream to see like when he'd be around for, I don't know, other streams, but I didn't do that. Like I didn't plan for any of this once again.
It's so hard to make Dreams content right now because it's just like what do we say other than what we've already said?
Yeah.
Like it's an amazing engine, it's an amazing game, it's gonna do a lot of things for a lot of different things.
It's the Oasis.
Lucid Stew has a great comment here. I made a video about Project Spark being shut down, and I got comments like, "That came out."
No, I'm sorry. By the way, Lucid Stew, I'm a huge fan. Keep up the good work.
What is Lucid Stew? Somebody
Shout
else
out.
I should know about that I don't know about.
Yeah, he was doing some really good videos based on like the more technical stuff of Dreams.
Oh my gosh!
But like, yeah, he's awesome.
Well, thank
Shout
you
out.
No, I just subscribed. Haha.
Thank you for joining the stream there, Lucid Stew, and my apologies for not knowing anybody in this community apparently.
Oh, now he has a ton of Project Spark videos. I'm gonna watch your video so I know what it is, so I can come back to it like, oh, that's what it was.
Lucid Stew says, "I'm curious to see how easy it will be to open up someone else's work and actually be able to alter it to any significant extent."
Depends on who made it and how much work they do for you. Because if they give, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I hope that they have. I can use this or I can edit this permissions when you give it to somebody.
There are permissions.
Okay. So if somebody gives you permission to edit it, it'll just how much do you want to read their logic?
Mm-hmm.
So, how much?
Make your logic readable.
How
people.
much pain do you want?
Right.
Yes, I love that quote
It's
so
so
much.
good, so good. It'd be, I'm always thinking about this as far as when it comes to like No Man's Sky and Hello Games. I just want to meet these developers. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Same.
I've
I'll work
been
there.
following Well, yeah, I mean, hey. I've been following like Hello Games for now a good 4 years ish now, 3 years. Just to meet these people would be so cool. And then you see like Media Molecule, all the people over there look just awesome. I mean, I haven't really talked to any of them. I mean, through Twitter, I've talked to some of them, like Tom Dent, the community manager. He's really cool. I mean, but just to chill out there. I mean, Hideo Kojima said that their studio is the best, so I mean, it must be pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. It'd be so cool to be able to, I don't know. Why can't we just walk over there? Be like, hey. I mean,
for most studios, you can.
it's a little far for me.
I mean, yeah. I mean, other than the travel to get there, but there's a lot of studios that like, if you're in the area, just stop by. We're not going to treat you like this is a secret service. It's just walk in. If we're open, we're open.
I mean, where I am and where they are, so
What'd you say, Wordwards?
there's a little bit of water,
Yeah,
between
same.
me and the molecule.
Same.
It's just swim. Just swim it.
Yeah.
Well, Jared, if you ever take a trip over to Hello Games, then Media Molecule's in
It's
the
right
same
there. Yeah.
city, I think.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
I
they
think
are.
they're like a
They'll
block
for-
away from each other.
that's so wild.
It's so strange. I didn't even know that too. I was covering No Man's Sky, and then I jumped to making Dreams videos. And after the first video, I had learned that it was the same town. I was like, "What are the chances of that?"
Yeah, there
It's
was
like-
something. There was something when No Man's Skies was coming out that there was like Hello Games tweeted about something about stealing the neighbor. Well, not stealing, but borrowing the neighbor's power, and then Media Molecule commented something about it
Oh.
because there was like these wires just flowing out of a window down to a lower level.
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and I mean, apparently they're in the same town. I mean,
Mhm.
they know each other. I mean, that that
Mhm.
whole interview with Game Informer, where he's like, "Has Sean tried your game?" He's like, "No, he hasn't. The door's wide open." It's like, I'm like, yeah, that's just so cool. A lot of people give Hello Games like immense hate, but we're not gonna delve down that road.
I loved the crossover of our main objectives here when Sean Murray tweeted saying like this is the only marketing that Dreams needs.
yeah, that was good.
That was
Yep.
fun.
You know what? Actually, I'm pretty sure it was quite a bit ago when I started a year ago when I started watching all the old Dreams live streams. There's a live stream where I don't know how to really explain it, but they're showing off somebody's creation in Dreams, and it's more like a sci-fi kind of game. I know it's not much of a game yet, but they're in like what seems like a space station, and they're looking off, and there's like this huge like the atmosphere is like dark blue, and there's like a huge planet in the distance, and they're kind of showing like the scale at which things can look, and they're looking at this huge planet, and somebody had made a comment. They were all sitting there having whatever conversation during the live stream, and they were like, "Can you have planet-sized planets?" And they were like, "Yeah, you can have planet-sized planets," and they like laughed about it after that. And I was like, "Is that something from No Man's Sky?" Because that was a big thing when No Man's Sky was being talked about. They always said planet-sized planets, planet-sized planets, and people were always like, "You can have planet-sized planets." So when they were like, "Yeah, you can have planet-sized planets," and then they like laughed about it as like a side joke, and I was like, "Is that a No Man's Sky? Is that like a No Man's Sky thing that they're talking about there?"
I think it is. That's good.
I was like, "That's pretty cool." Seeing that. Anyway, like, what else do we want to talk about?
By the way, Lucid Stew, your comment earlier about the like code comments in LBP, there is a notes gadget which you can put on microchips, and I think that's also in Dreams. So you can just kind of put a little note on your logic board and do it from like that way.
Oh yeah, I didn't understand what he meant.
Wait.
Um,
Epic has.
yeah, they won't go backwards in logic. Almost anything from Little Big Planet will definitely be a forwarded thought.
Lucius Stu says Epic has a studio in Guildford. Of course they do. I mean, Epic has so much money now. They probably have a studio in every town on the planet. Okay, that
would be absurd, but sure.
Guildford just must be the place to be. I mean, I hear it's always,
there's a lot of not leeway, but like tax breaks and incentives given to game studios over there.
Yeah, you can scale.
It's so weird
like,
I forget where I read this. Oh, sorry.
No, that's it.
I forget where I read this, but apparently Guildford, like, just it does not seem like the kind of place. Like, if you go there, there's like nothing about games there. Like, it's just a small English town.
Yeah,
but, like, there's so many studios.
That's what somebody told me about
buildings.
There was a No Man's Sky channel that isn't around anymore. I used to talk to the guy who ran it. He said he lives like 20 minutes from there, and he's like, it's nothing fantastic. Yeah,
it's so weird.
Yeah,
how they just went there.
Yeah, I don't know. So, whatever.
But it's cool though. This like weird sleeper town full of like geniuses.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, game dev.
This has been fun, but I'm gonna go to bed.
All right, we're
okay. Nice.
Thanks for stopping in.
All right, see you.
Have a good one.
See you later.
Bye. And see you later. Bye.
Yeah. Hey,
oh man, down to 5, and Farron kind of counts, but he's a sleeper.
Yep.
So I was thinking of like the level links thing. Like, you know, when we saw the anniversary Little Big Planet on Dreams, I was like, this, I can't remember what it's called, but they linked from like going into a level from the pod into the actual level that they made.
Mm-hmm.
When I was thinking about that, I was like, oh my gosh, I could totally make a game similar to something like Ratchet and Clank, where you're going to different planets and you're exploring them. And then I think that's what they meant by just like levels upon levels, just like millions. And I think just the level links.
Like
I'm not sure. Almost like a world, yeah. Like, I think that's what they meant.
Like
how big it is making a level, like a. I have a feeling the thermometer is the thermometer based on one world that you're using, and if you link to another one, then okay, that's crazy because it like you could pretty much you can make like a whole world and then have. Just you can choose where you want to go, and then the leveling you can make your own like loading screen, hopefully, and you can go straight to another world. You can make your own cut. Okay, that is incredible. That's what they meant. I think that's what they meant. That's oh my gosh, my mind's blown.
Yeah.
So good.
Levelings back from even the Big Planet 2, you could just throw them into logic. There is probably going to be a physical level link that you can put in because I've seen the MM logo gate. I don't know if that's their new level gate thing, but you can just plug a piece of logic in to say, hey, teleport to the next section or whatever. As long as you have, if you want to transfer data, there's also logic for transferring data between worlds.
Oh, okay, that's really okay. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be really fun then. I'm definitely gonna try.
Welcome.
It's probably a really ambitious thing I'm gonna try and do for like a project on Dreams. I'm gonna make like a Ratchet and Clank like, just going through planets and exploring things. That'll be really fun because I loved how they played back in the PS2 days.
Just go play or go watch. Go write down a whole bunch of stuff about it, and then find out what is the least you can do for it. Find out what is it called? Minimum viable product. That's what you start with. What do you need? A jumping character. Doesn't have to be art at all. So just some character that jumps and throws or hits something. And you need a level. And you probably need coins or something.
Yeah.
Level.
Does just feature creep.
Yep, that.
I liked how like dry. I'm not sure if I should call it dry, but for the Ratchet and Clank games back on the PS2, usually there wouldn't be any like music in the cutscenes like at all when talking to another character. I think it felt like there was an economy within that game just for how like selfish they were. Like in one of the games, like I think it was the first one, you save someone's life, and then like he wants to sell you something, and he still wants to like make you pay for it, and you still have like. I don't know, I just found it really funny. But then, just the cutscenes in general, they're very animated. They don't really care about like the music within those cutscenes. I just really liked its style. Like I was really inspired by those games, and I'll probably do that if I ever made cutscenes for any other games. But if I just like, just take it down a notch and make it like really small instead of like just a prototype for maybe like a gun. Instead of just making a whole game, but maybe just detail, like I said, making like a stand, just like a bullseye, and you make a gun, the mechanics for that, and bullets and reloading, blah blah blah.
Yeah, look up minimum viable product. That's where you should be aiming. So Lizard Stew asked, how many levels will we be able to upload by default? And I have the answer. In the 220-something questions interview with Alex Evans, is there a limit to how long a film can be made in Dreams? Alex says no. In fact, you can make 1,000 levels a map. No 100 levels a map, and then you can put 100 maps in a map, each with 100 levels, and you can put those 100 in maps, and so basically just you can make a black hole.
Yeah, and then he goes off into like the time, and he's like, yeah, there you go, Farron. 100 by 100 by 100 by 100. I forgot what his actual like end quote there was, but he was trying to like do the math. He's like, how many in that is years, and yeah, it was good.
A lot. Enough.
So you can make an entire adventure in a single load, like press button, you're now in the menu, and then
that's just with one
level.
That's just with one published map too. Because then you can just publish another map of that.
So if anyone's played Little Big Planet 3, you can easily make that. Because it was the story mode, and inside that there were hubs, and inside those there were levels, and sometimes inside those there were shops.
So if you could do that, basically, if you made like, say if you had like this franchise that you made in Dreams, and you had like a trilogy, you could literally just make a bundle game with all 3 games just in one, because there's just maps upon maps of that is so funny.
I think that's actually
really funny.
Really good thought, that once you have a level or a game and then you have a sequel to that game, you can then release them as a single experience just by putting them in the same map.
I had a really good idea, but I'm not sure if it'll even work. But imagine it was like Dreams TV, where like you and just people in the Dreams community just make all these skits and small little animations and stuff, and then one person, say if it was me, it'll be a bit like Dream Surfing, but just for animation, and you'll go like, it's just one thing called Dreams TV. I'm not sure if there's a way to like randomize any type of animation that I put inside. Imagine like the maps and things. If I use that as an element to like just make it almost seem like TV almost, but for anything made in dreams. I think that'd be really cool. Just into like just animation, just made in dreams, and then maybe like a music one as well, just other people's music that they request to put onto the quote unquote radio. I don't know, very ambitious ideas, but there's no harm in trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Farron says you won't hit it. May as well be, well, one with a lot of zeros. I'm not gonna take the time to find out what that is. I'm just gonna say, as far as levels in Dreams, I'll say what I said with No Man's Sky when people ask how many planets. 18 quintillion. There you go. 18 quintillion. Sony will do a cease and desist letter when you're midway through your 256,000th dream. I just had a weird idea. I don't know where this came from. Somehow, off of what Iota just said, I went off on my own little brain tangent and
Daydream.
Yeah, there you go. What if, because they're eventually gonna have online, like, play, right? They said that, like,
yeah.
4. I don't know, 4. They said 4, maybe 8 if you're nice to me. That was in the.
I'm counting on 4.
Yeah,
nice to me.
8 would be a nice surprise.
Right. I was thinking, what if somebody made like a game that was like a game show, right? Whereas 3 people played as contestants and 1 person played as the like announcer. That'd be freaking dope. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, it would be an even worse one.
And then there'll be cheaters like in the audience, like every time an answer's like.
So
that's already in real life.
Somehow,
though, so.
I don't know how this would work, but I'm pretty sure it's possible. Is they played the game show and it's recorded in the Logic, and then somebody else could come in and watch that previous playthrough.
That would be something like a spectator.
Yeah.
Or no, just be a recording, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that a lot of people forget about
Dreams VR Pictionary. There you go.
Yeah. Yes.
That'd be fun.
That would go bad so fast. Oh, we can model with the move controls. Oh no, that was wrong so fast. I've played the the Minecraft build thing. It's just it goes wrong so fast.
Like a build challenge.
Yeah, like it's kind of like build Pictionary.
Oh, I see.
I just wanted to quickly say something. Like, can you really think about like how much better like these podcasts would be if we actually had like fun games to talk about in Dream?
Like, dude, you will never guess what I freaking built today, right?
Yeah.
Because you'll actually never guess it because it's so out of the world that I don't even know what it is. Here's a picture.
I found the most accurate lightsaber battles I've ever seen in the Dream in the game ever. Like, these controls are insane.
Yeah, I made a bust, Glitchmaster, of your new profile picture. I made it into a game where you just play and you just smash your face over and over again. You're welcome. Just like, hello?
Yeah,
you're
here.
I'm losing voice.
So Richard in the YouTube chat had this genre I haven't thought of. This genre mesh I haven't thought of. I thought of a different one, but a platformer where 3 players are playing a platformer and the 4th is playing an RTS against the platformers. So he's playing basically the bad guy.
Right.
Almost like throwing all the minions.
Almost like a Mario Party minigame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except, the one guy is actually more powerful. Anyway, I haven't thought of that one. That one's really interesting.
What about
like if you had like it? Oh, write that down, Richard. Write that down. That's your job now.
Anybody ever played Gang Beasts?
I've seen it.
Gang Beasts. There's another party game called Move or Die. That was another one that was popular on YouTube. Those party games are super fun to play with like people, right? A lot of it was like a local. I played Gang Beasts with a friend of mine. It was pretty fun. I'm gonna be honest. We played it like 3 times, but it was fun during that time. Just those like mini party games. Like they have one. They made one that Hammer Time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That looks pretty good. I mean, that looks pretty. Whoever made that, good stuff.
I love and hate them for it because I saw the engine crying when they got to when they got really fast with the second
Yeah.
level.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
saw it crying
Yeah.
because of how many physics calculations it was doing.
Okay, no one is going to know this game, but I just want to mention it because it's so fun. On the Journey Collector's Edition disc, only the disc version,
What the?
they have a game jam game called Gravediggers, and that is the funnest party game I've ever played. Where you... I don't even know what the heck
Sorry,
I describe. You're just like playing as a character.
I just love this weird way that only the people who had the physical copy.
Yeah,
the game jam game. How many people played this game?
Not many.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it was even then like who downloads the game jam game that was included on
Right.
that disc that already had Journey and Flower on it. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, you're just playing. You're literally playing as 2 pixels high little dot, and you're trying to shoot the other players and like shoot zombies and deposit enough skulls, and then you win. But it's super fun.
What's stopping me from making like just my own version of Tetris Effect in Dreams?
Nothing.
Because Tetris is
Just don't call it Tetris because
Oh.
people who rip off ideas and try and market
I'll
them
just-
as the
what's-
copyrighted ideas.
What's Tetris
Will be
backwards?
the downfall.
That's what I'll call it.
Citrus?
No.
Citrus?
Since
Let me
what?
spell it here. Tetris backwards. We'll call it Surtet. Surtet.
Oh god,
There we go.
that went bad fast.
Surtet. Anyway,
Call it Detris.
Tetris. Just change.
No.
Just change one letter. It's nothing like Tetris, okay? My version.
Just have your blocks go up instead of down.
Yeah.
You'll never
just take Tetris and just flip it upside down and publish it. Just your own
Oh,
game.
Could you imagine a merge between a game called 2048? I don't know if you guys know what that is.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So 2048 is basically it's like a sliding tile game. You slide in a direction, all the tiles go that way. Normally on a 4x4 grid, and you're just trying to match up the same numbers to make a bigger number to get to the highest score you can. So imagine a Tetris merged with 2048.
That would be
Oh,
too much.
I remember
happening.
seeing this.
Yeah.
Game. I remember seeing this game. Yeah, I remember.
I love
seeing
that game. I love that game so much.
You know what? Dreams is very like in terms of like mini games and stuff. I really don't want to like pay for like games like Gang Beast. So you'd probably just put it down, not play again for a while because it's not really a full game. But like Dreams, you kind of get to do that, and it's not the main focus, obviously, but you don't have to pay for that stuff. You pay for the game once. There's no real DLC. It's just you have everything right there, and it's like you can kind of make these mini games, but it's just the fact that you're not really able to make those games. But now that we have some kind of way to do that, once we're able to get the hang of the Dreams control, just tools and everything. I think that'd be really, really good to play mini games and stuff. Or
Has anybody?
They have that like Hammer game that has like 3 mini games in one, which is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, there was this DS game that came out way like ages ago. It was like 101 in 1. I don't think I was played that before, but it was like this game, literally just 101 mini games, and it was like really fun. I might try and make something like that.
Was this like
again with the map?
It's like a Wario game.
No,
Those Wario
I
games.
guess
Those Wario games are crazy.
Yeah, a little bit, but then I don't know. I can't remember when it came out. Probably before. I don't know. Yeah, I liked it because it's just so many weird random mini games. It's like, wait, what's this? Like none of them were really the same, but then like they were just small as well. So all together just became this one big game. It probably take longer to finish than any of like big budget title maybe. To be good at all 101, obviously you can't even play all of them. You have to unlock like most of those mini games, so you have to be good at like a lot of them for them to even be unlocked. It was really fun actually, so one day I might try something like that in Dreams.
I think party games will be a really cool, interesting thing to make. Anybody played Enter the Gungeon?
I've seen a
friend
lot
does a
about
lot.
it. I haven't bought it.
It's
My friend talks about it a lot.
yeah, bullet hells essentially. I wonder if
Yeah, that's actually a genre now.
yeah.
That's amazing.
What do you think? Like, there's tons. Like, I play Enter the Gungeon. I bought it for a friend of me and a friend to play, like local co-op. Unfortunately, he's not very good, so it's just me that ends up playing because he can never get anywhere. But there's so much going on on screen at one time. I don't know. Like, I wonder if Dreams will be able to handle like that much at once.
How much pain do you want to go through?
Right. Right.
Optimization will be a thing in Dreams. Like there will be people who make games. There will be people who make good games, and then there will be people who make so good games they have to optimize their games.
Yeah. I just
like Alex said. Now we get to feel their pain for making
Right.
console games.
What about a game called Duck Game? Anybody heard of it?
Nope.
Duck Game.
Sounds familiar.
It's on PS4.
Not
you could-
Duck Hunt. Duck
just
game?
Duck Game. Yeah, I heard of it because there's a YouTube channel I watch, the Game Grumps, and they play Duck Game, and it's essentially just a party game where you pick a duck, or you play as a duck, and you can play up to 4 people, local or online, and there's just like a map, almost like if you think of like a Smash Brothers map. And there's like a bunch of item boxes around, and there's a bunch of guns and random weapons, and when you pick them up, you just try to kill the other person, and it takes 1 shot to kill the other duck.
Okay.
That's essentially it, and it's just like a party game like that. And then just playing through it, and then whoever gets the have you heard of a stick fight?
Yep, I've seen that one.
Yeah,
think
it's
I've heard of
essentially
that
that, except more cartoony, pixelated, and you're ducks, and you're not stick figures. And it's funnier. Well, I don't know. Stick Fight looks really good. I would have loved to play it, but apparently on PC it's like super just buggy. Servers aren't good, stuff like that. But it's essentially that, and you just play, and whoever has the most, whoever's killed the other duck the most wins at the end, and then you unlock like a customization thing for your duck. Just something like that. Something super simple. I would love to do something like that in Dreams. Like, definitely, I'm a huge fan of like customization in the form of like a reward, like rewards for customization. Like, you play for a long time, or you do this and you get this new customization item, or like a new helmet, a new hat, something like that. That just is for like looks. It doesn't have to be like anything game changing.
Yeah, I love that.
That's awesome. Like, customization is huge for me in games. And that, I think that's probably a huge reason why I love loot based games. That's probably one of the reasons I just want to have Dreams and just make loot that's not specific to anything, and then just have people take what they will.
Yeah, which is what I absolutely hate when like customizable like things that make you look cool or something that you don't like, but they have stats.
Yeah, right.
Like, why are they
right, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
There was one
this,
game.
This looks amazing, but it's just useless. But then you have this ugly looking grandma sweater for Christmas, and it's the most overpowered thing. It's like, I don't want this. I have to wear it. It's the worst. It's the most biggest pet hate I've ever had in video games.
That's
ever.
yeah.
I don't remember which one it was. I don't know if you guys will know. But there was basically 2 armor slots for everything. There was an aesthetic and there was a function.
Yeah.
So you could have a single armor piece, one that looked like you wanted it to, and one that functioned like you wanted to. So you could have that beast armor, but you could look like some, like whatever else armor you have.
Yeah, Diablo does it really well. Essentially, is if you have a piece of armor that you love, or you love the stats on it, but you don't like the look, you can change that armor piece to look like another armor piece that you have acquired at some point. So you had to have acquired an item to be able to make it look like that item, and they called it transmogrification. I do believe that's a widely more used term now, because Diablo is kind of the hack and slash, the big hack and slash game, or loot based game, the one that started it all, if you want to say. So I think transmogrification is what like they called it in Monster Hunter as well, and essentially that I love. But there's a lot of games that don't do that, like Destiny. Destiny does not do that. I wish they would,
Oh, they do
but
not
they
do that.
don't do that. That's
Destiny
part of the
needs to
grind in
allow it.
Destiny. It's like, oh,
Have you ever,
what's up?
have you ever game like called Terraria?
Yeah, Terraria.
Because
Yeah.
like yeah, it's like 2D and stuff, but they have like this like the vanity section, like you said, like you have all the armor, you can have like really good armor, and then you have the vanity section to make it look whatever. But usually like most games when you do that, the armor that you like is still like lower class armor, but it's just like vanity, it doesn't actually affect your stats. But in terms of playing with other people, they might think you're not as good as you actually are. But then in games like Terraria, you actually have like just vanity specific items that you get to wear that aren't supposed to do any stats. And then, you get to wear that and pretty much just customize your character. That's the kind of customization I really like. Not just being able to just use something, it's like an armor that looks cool and then just use it with like actual proper clothes. There's like I think for like the Halloween event, there was like you get like these goodie bags, and when sometimes when you kill enemies, and then you get to open it, and you might get a costume, or you will. One of them was like this like witch costume that I got. It was like vanity, like an actual just a costume that doesn't affect your stats at all. And you just get to wear it and then just do whatever. But I like when games do that because I don't like looking lower class just because I look good, but I'm actually higher than I think. There's actually one time when I didn't get to play some because they thought I was like weak or whatever, but I was actually probably stronger than them. I have no idea what game it was, but it was annoying. But yeah, again, pet.
So it's good and bad if it's online.
I hate. Oh, I just hate. Oh, with that.
Frustration. Richard Garcia, you're probably gone. But he says, I'm sorry I can't continue watching the stream. Thank you for reading your comment. I hope you catch the next stream. I think it's what he was trying to say. Also, he's going to put more investment into his idea, which was the idea we were
Platformer
talking about.
RTS.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Farron,
Nice.
I really need to add the Kit Bash game idea to our site. All the concept stuff is done. Just need to compile it all. I don't know what he's talking about. The Kit Bash. You probably know.
MagicFX.com.
Yeah, well, I know about the site.
Yeah, that's the project site.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to add the stuff he has.
Oh, I
to the
got
site.
it. We'll add it, and we'll make all of next podcast. We'll just talk about your site. How about that?
I mean, you say that, and then
at least
we
that's
get
a
sidetracked.
topic. I mean, at least there's a topic to go out.
Yeah. So everything. We need to find something to talk about. Everyone here needs to find something to talk about, a topic they'd like to bring up, and they need to make something that we can talk about.
I don't know. I think
that's everyone's job.
I
in
think
the
this
next 3
podcast
days.
has gone pretty well, pretty good. I think we've hit.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't
I just-
talk about a lot of the stuff we talked about last time. So
Right.
that's
I
always
just can't wait for the time we can actually put gameplay into the stream.
good. I know, right? I mean, hope you're enjoying the amazing 40 image slideshow that I've prepared for these.
I like it.
40.
There was like 40 images. There might be less than 40.
Yeah.
I had to take some out because of the Dreams, the little logo thing I have down there with cast, because some of the images behind it also had that same Dreams swirl, so it just looked weird. You couldn't read it, so I had to take some off, and I was like, whatever.
I see.
I can actually tell you how many there are, but I know some people like stats and grinding. Is Lucius. I like all genres. Stats and grinding are great. It just depends on but I think both are okay. Yeah, I mean, it just depends. I'm a huge fan of like all games. Destiny 2 is grinding, not necessarily stats, but there's a lot of grinding, and I love that. But I can easily stop playing Destiny 2 and just go and play like a easy, like a game that has nothing to do with that, like Rocket League. Let's just sit, chill, and not have to worry about any of that grinding stats. I did want to bring up a game that's just kind of a little off topic, but it's kind of on topic, and I'll bring it up in a second. Flip. No, I forgot it. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, Divinity Original Sin 2. Anybody play that?
Nope.
Does anybody know?
Sounds vaguely
Divinity Original Sin 2. Oh my gosh. Well, I thought we were gonna have a cool conversation. Never mind. Dreams ruined. It's just like it's a really good RPG game that it got huge, like really good reviews on PC when it released last year, and it released on PS4 recently. I was just gonna talk about some of the systems that the game has, but nobody else has played it. Nobody else has played it. It has like really good built-in, so it's an RPG game, and it's turn-based in combat and things like that. But they have just an awesome like lore built in, to where like you select your character and your class and all that, you can customize everything, but the lore around it is 100% like personalized, depending like if you make some decision with this character that you think is not even completely important at all to any part of what you think you're doing, like main story wise, side quest wise, and then that'll affect your character's lore and kind of how he reacts to other situations. So it's like this huge, like super in depth lore system that they have, and I think it's super cool. Sorry, I think it's super cool. I think being able to like build lore into certain games would be pretty epic, because I'm a huge fan of lore if it's explained well. Like I love Destiny, but the lore in the first one was completely ruined by the fact that they didn't put it in the game. Which was
Oh yeah, I heard something about like rewrites and stuff going on.
Oh, there's so much. Yeah, Destiny lore is in a weird place. They're finally publishing like lore actual books, because that's how much is like lore wise, which I'm 100% down for. But I am a lot more into the lore now that they've actually built it into the game specifically. One more question. Two more. Can I make loot boxes in Dreams, and how many people will be angry with me?
Only the people
everyone, and yes.
off. Yeah. No, well, there is a correct way to do loot boxes. There really is.
Yeah, I mean,
one, don't put anything that progresses your game in them.
Yeah.
So don't make anything necessary. If it's like a cosmetic item loot box, no one.
I love those.
Gonna be mad.
Yeah.
And if you don't have to pay money for them anyway, if it's just like a special currency in your game, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like here's just a random loot box of aesthetic items.
Yep. No, Rocket League does a fantastic.
No, was it Borderlands? Borderlands was almost always loot boxes.
Was it?
Like I have no idea what's going to be in this box, but it might have some guns I need.
Oh yeah, they had the golden chest, golden key thing. Yeah.
But I'm talking about just the ones normally in the game.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
Like a loot box is simply a random box of stuff.
Yeah. Exactly.
So it just matters how you make it.
Yeah.
There's a correct way and a wrong way.
Make loot boxes that only reward things other people have made. Dude. That's interesting.
Graphic 2 did it.
It's interesting.
Like very, very badly.
JC Rules. Hey, welcome to the stream. What's up? Talking about a game. Who knows what game? It's just a game. I don't know. Is it considered a game? Just talking about Dreams.
Game and game engine.
Dreams. It's just its own category. You've got games, and you've got Dreams. It's a little separate, but not.
Yeah, it finds itself very nicely in between the name game and game engine.
We're talking about loot boxes specifically, just because I brought up a joke. I thought it was funny. We don't really necessarily have to talk about loot boxes. Splain says he doesn't mind loot boxes if you can earn them, and not only if you have to buy them. And also how.
Right.
Hello, Splain. How are you doing? Splain is one of the people I met at PAX East that I was talking about earlier. Yo, I haven't talked to you in so long, Splain. How's it been? How's it been going? But welcome to the
How
stream.
have you been?
Yeah.
I've been really busy being Ted.
What is that from?
Nice,
Portal 2.
There, yeah, it is.
I can quote the entire sequence.
Oh man, Portal! What a freaking game, dude. Where's Portal? Where's
Someone
Portal
made
3?
it, Little Big Planet.
Where's Portal 3 at? Let's get a Portal 3, please.
You can make a portal in. Right?
They don't know how to count that high.
I know. Yeah, I'll make Portal 3. What now?
Yeah.
Let's just threaten. Like, just send like a bunch of people just tweeting, and just be like, "We're gonna make it if you don't." that'll.
I mean, people have remade the first Half-Life several times, and now there's an Unreal Engine coming out. So if they're not careful, players will like, screw it. I'm gonna write the story. I think I know these characters rather well. I'll do it.
Yeah. Portal's definitely very, very, very great game.
You can make Portal and Dream. That's easy.
If they ever made a Half-Life 3 and like made a trailer for it. Wait, if they made like a Half-Life 3, we made a trailer for it, but all they showed was the letter 3, like the number 3. People get what it is.
People would eat that up, dude.
We would just
okay.
I mean, how many games are at 2 that they need to go to 3?
I thought it was a perfect trailer.
Like, I don't know. All that shows up. It's just like half an apple, half a heart, and then just a letter 3. Like, not really a number. Just
a perfect trailer. Black screen, right?
Yeah.
Everyone knows that sound when you get a med pack, right?
Yeah.
They kind of. So sorry, that was terrible. There we go. They kind of play that sound and fade in the Half-Life 3 logo. That's all you need.
That would be enough. Okay. That's what they did for Metroid Prime 4.
Look, I never played Half-Life, so is it all that good? What people say it is like.
I tried to play Half-Life 1. It is an extremely long, extremely difficult game, and I don't. It's interesting to play it, but I don't recommend it as a current.
Yeah.
I played a bit of Half-Life 2, and I just need to shop and buy it to finish it.
Yeah,
I really want to. The story in there is amazing.
What about the no lives?
The what?
What about the no lives?
No lives. Wow, Half-Life. Yeah. Fine.
Wow. Okay, I see.
Full life. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Great. Splain said he saw a Portal/Halo game type coming out called Splitgate. I have also seen that. Splain.
Oh yeah, somebody was trying to do
a
Portal game.
Not really sure how I feel about it, but I mean, I've never been a super Halo fan either. So
yeah, the problem with releasing a Half-Life 3 game now is gonna run into the No Man's Skies effect. Everyone has their own expectations, and everyone's just way too hyped for it. It will never live up to what everyone's saying it will be.
Right. There you go.
And that's what happened with No Man's Skies. It was everyone had like their own opinion of this grand adventure. Like everyone wrote their own game in their head.
Yeah.
And they were saying, no, this is it. And they weren't. No one was listening. I mean, they said a couple things that didn't end up happening at launch.
Okay.
All
right, we're going into different territory now.
Right, but they would have a lot of blowback because they wouldn't be able to get up to that hype because everyone has their own game.
So
be like, don't ever have this game. Be like, hey, don't downplay this masterpiece that's gonna come out. It's gonna, and everyone hates Sean Murray. But yeah, I really, really respect like how the game was just really, still developing No Man's Sky, making it reach, what Sean was talking about.
Yeah, vote for No Man's Sky best ongoing game for the Game Awards. Just saying.
Not every developer will do that. But actually, the gameplay thing you were talking about, like, how that even work? Like, how do you do the gameplay the live stream? Because I'm still new to this.
Wait, what? Sorry.
No, that's fine. Like the gameplay thing you said you want to do, like having gameplay while you're streaming or whatever. I'm not sure if that's exactly what you said, but how would that work?
What are we talking about? Dreams gameplay?
No, I mean just gameplay. Can't remember if you said anything about.
Did I say anything
having like?
I don't
know. Like you said something about next stream. I think maybe I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, I think Nazareth had brought up. Can't wait until we can stream gameplay during the podcast, and yeah, I mean, once Dreams is out, it'd be easy to put gameplay during this instead of the slideshow. Yeah. But I was talking about next stream. We could just talk about the Mad GFX website and the projects they had going on over there. I think you just gotta mix it up, maybe.
Yeah.
Lucid Stew coming in with, but in fairness, vanilla No Man's Sky was fairly empty and dull.
I never played that one. I jumped in later.
This is all I'm gonna say. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I bought No Man's Sky for what it was shipped as, or what it was sold as, was an exploration game, and it 100% fulfilled that expectation. All this other bonus BS that they've added, I actually couldn't care less about. But it makes the game better for other people, so there you go. I've liked the game, and actually, to be honest, a lot of people right now are arguing the fact that the game is more dull right now than it has ever been, because color-wise, the game looks too real for a lot of people, because when No Man's Sky first launched,
Wow.
no, it's a valid argument. When No Man's Sky first launched, it was bright, vibrant, and colorful. Now it's very gray, brown, faded colors for some reason.
Was it with Next that they
I think
changed that?
Yeah,
or
Next. Yeah, well, it was Next in the update before, so I think Atlas Rises was before that. For some reason, color just kind of feels drained from everything. And
Like they just tweaked the color stuff.
Yeah, like color generation. Like you used to be able to see like purple grass, gold grass, like green skies, yellow water, red water. Now it's all blue water, orange and red grass, green grass, only blue skies. Like you don't ever see anything else. There's no purple. The colors from trees are like faded. It's like probably the biggest topic right now in No Man's Sky. I haven't done a video on it because everybody has already. But I definitely agree with that. But anyway, exploration is the only reason I bought the game, and booyah, so it's worked for me. But yes, a lot of people, that is a huge argument at the launch, was that it was an empty game. Or just empty and not a game, essentially.
Splain asks, when is Dreams out? We're
Never. Sorry.
Bite your tongue. We're assuming early Q1 2019. Beta will be out this year.
Splain, you better get.
I love how you start with supposed to.
Get on that beta.
Will be out.
The beta is supposed to will be out. Okay.
Yeah,
Will
that's
be.
awesome.
So Splain, yeah, you definitely jump on the beta, man. I know you're always playing like. Well, Splain, do you have a PS4? Yeah, you have a PS4. At least you used to.
Everyone should have a PS4.
Yeah, I forgot it's on PC. Why did I forget that? I don't know. Sorry, PC people.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
I'm
What just happened? What, are you about to leave?
Well, in a little bit, I have like an 8 a.m.
It's
off topic.
Yeah, okay.
Super off topic, but have you ever heard of the musical instrument, the theremin?
Yes.
So for people who don't know, it's like it measures the distance like of your hands, and then it just does musical notes based on that.
What?
So like you just kind of hover your hands over this block, and it uses like, I don't know, like magnetical fields or something like that. But it detects where your hands are and like does notes based on that. I want to make one of those with 2 move controllers in Dreams.
Yeah.
Because you can.
They had a theremin. I'm pretty sure they had a theremin instrument in Little Big Planet.
Well, there you go.
They did.
Oh, I've seen it. Oh, I know what these are.
Yeah, you do. If you want a good example of the instrument actually being used, Midsummer Murders intro had a good theme.
Somebody brought this on America's Got Talent one season.
Oh, did they? Did they really?
And people, the judges were like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah,
it is the ghost instrument.
Yeah,
I love it, and
great.
I want to make one with move controllers. So that'd be freaking cool.
Yeah, do that.
Explain.
Just remember to map the trigger to a slight pitch change, to like a sharp and a flat note.
Yep.
Okay.
Splain,
I'll go crazy with it.
Splain, I remember we played Destiny, man. Don't think I forgot. It just took me a second to remember. Coming with, yeah, dude, we played Destiny. I know, we played Destiny 1 for like freaking the entire time it was out. I'm sorry, I forgot for a split second, Splain. I remember.
He doesn't actually remember anyone. He just plays them and throws them away. You know?
Wow.
It's all just trash to him.
Yeah, all just trash. Okay. It's great. Yeah. 6 weeks left to hit the target for the beta. Cutting it close. Just a bit. Fairly.
Yeah, a little bit.
It will probably be out on December 32nd.
Yeah.
It will be there.
Well, yeah, the beta will come this year, like just very at the end. It's just
I want him to troll us and just say beta next year, and then leave us sitting and then drop it January 1st.
Everyone's gonna be like, "How dare you? But you gave us a date, so I can't be mad at you."
Anyway, I don't know. Maybe we should wrap up the stream. I only wanted to.
I think so.
I mean, it's gone on longer than I thought. Once again, which is good. I thought I was gonna get tired, to be honest.
We're all tired.
There's never a shortage, which is good.
Right. And once we get like actually building, I'm just gonna go and go and go.
I mean, how great is it gonna be when the game or the beta, the game, whatever is out, and there's actually like tons of people just wanting to chat about this game, you know, like more so.
That's what I'm waiting for content. I'm not doing anything yet. But...
Right. I was on the drive home today. I was like, you know, Jared, you're not uploading any videos, and I'm like, that's because you're waiting for Dreams.
Yeah.
It's like you're waiting for Dreams. Right now, I could upload some like No Man's Sky time lapses like I used to, and get, you know, just I guess hold people over. But I'm like, no, we'll take a chill pill for now, because once Dreams starts going, it's just not. It's gonna be never ending. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm rocking that 5 month.
5 months drought of videos. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I hit a month and then came back with like 3 videos, and then I'm just kind of like chilling again. I've live streamed a bit at least, but.
You live streaming now?
Yeah, this is content right now.
True. I forgot. This is on YouTube. Holy cow.
It's all trash. It's all trash.
I guess that this counts, and then I live stream No Man's Sky a bit, but.
Anyway. Who do you think is gonna be the first to do a 24-hour dream stream?
I can't 24-hour nothing. I tried to do 24-hour Minecraft back in the day when I was streaming through a different on Twitch through my my PSN account, and I hit I think I hit like 16 hours streaming, and then I was done. But that being said, it was Minecraft, and I had like the Minecraft soothing music playing, and I was just building.
Oh yeah.
So easy to fall asleep.
Nice lullaby.
As far as games go, the longest I've went nonstop playing a game was Monster Hunter World, and that was 18 hours. Don't do that.
Nice.
Don't recommend it. It's not good. The same day, I read an article of a guy who played Monster Hunter for 17 hours and died in a cafe. Okay.
Oh, Jack.
So,
well,
don't just if you're gonna do that, just drink water and stuff. You know, I did do that, but just
I'm not gonna try it. I'm not gonna.
Someone died an hour earlier. I'm done.
I'm not gonna try his name, because if I try it, it'll be terrible.
Sabadio?
But sure, we'll go with that.
yeah, Sabadio.
Definitely gonna get dreams for me and my son. That is the most amazing thing you could do.
We've got No Man's Sky celebrity Sabadio in here. No, he was Sabadio was from when No Man's Sky was going through the ARG. Him and his son went to a part. I can't remember where it was. This is in New York City, I think. Maybe. Sabadio will probably correct me. I think it was New York City, where the ARG had a part where a bunch of No Man's Sky people got together for this ARG, and they had to solve some puzzles in a room and stuff like that. So that's how I know Sabadio.
That's cool.
Yeah, very exciting times. Yeah, the dark room, New York City. Yeah, New York City. Man, Sabadio, if I had still lived in New York, I would have so went. But I think it was like 3 months after I moved from New York, because I used to live there. I would have been 100% down for that. Anyway, yeah. He says No Man's Sky is so hard to play with its music. Yeah. The music, you know, the music's good. It's procedural. I don't think I have the music on. I don't know if I have the music on when I play, because a lot of the times I'm talking to a stream or talking to somebody else, so I probably don't even recognize it. Let's see. Lucid Stew, I blew through Dragon Warrior for NES in 48 hours. 8 hours of sleep total. What the? I played I played Mass Effect. Alright, so this is a thing about, remember when I said Mass Effect and Uncharted, both my favorite series? The best thing about that is I didn't have to wait for any of those games, because every single one of them was already out by the time I played them. So I didn't like play like Mass Effect 1 like a lot of people, and then had to wait for 2 and then wait for 3. I didn't play any of them until they were all out, just like Uncharted. But I flew through Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. 5 days. I had played 86 hours. So whatever the math is. But that's quite a lot, I think, for 5 days. Wait, is that even possible? It might be a little off. How many days? What's Alexa? What's 24 times 5?
120.
The answer to your calculation is 120.
Jeez, why did you have to like the answer to your calculation is 120?
She had to think about it.
Yeah, so that could be
She was
right.
buying time.
That could be right.
Minus
Oh,
80,
so-
80 something.
I said 86 was. I know I had 86 hours in all.
That's
overall
34
games.
hours of sleep, or 34 hours not playing.
I don't know if that's good or bad. This was a terrible idea.
That's less
to
than
bring
2
up.
days out of your 5 days.
Okay, this is too much math. That's like 17 hours a day. Okay, maybe it wasn't that much. You know what? It was a long time ago. Let me just drop the conversation now. You've beat me, Lucius, too. We'll just go with that.
So I don't know if Dreams is gonna have a sequel because it's not really a sequel thing. You don't hear of Unity 2. I guess you do kind of hear of Unreal Engine 4. I guess.
Wow. Okay, good. Good one. Sorry.
But they did the whole game record thing when Little Big Planet 2 came out. I want to look into doing that for maybe the PS5 launch.
Dude, let's break the LBP2 records that was set during that.
It needs to. It needs to break. This game's better. It needs
That's
to break.
awesome. I like that idea a
What
lot.
is that image
What are we even talking about?
on stream? What is that?
On stream? There's an image on stream? Oh, wait. Sorry, I don't have my stream actually.
The bug thing?
That.
Whoa!
That's
Whoa.
a character.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's an image I found.
That is the
You're
most-
welcome. What that's
That
from,
was
I have no idea, man. Like, I just searched for Dreams images and tried to find something that would work in this. Okay.
Yeah, that. Oh,
found that
that's the
image.
old UI too. You can tell by the imp. That's the old UI.
This is basically like 10 times better than anything I will make. That's what you're looking at right there.
Yeah,
I
I
just
can see that.
realized that
Yeah.
my whole channel is just gonna be like based on dreams, but like there's nothing to talk about right now. So it's like, I think I know like Jared's got like No Man's Sky and like other stuff you can use, but like I'm not sure you've got glitch and Azarus like other than dreams, but I definitely know I haven't got anything. But I'm not sure if I would like do any other videos and other games because I don't think I'll actually be able to like finish the whole thing. I don't know, something like Rayman Legends. I might do something on Rayman Legends actually, because that game's incredibly fun, in my opinion. You know, just doing levels and then just playing the characters. I don't think I have to. There is a story, obviously, but I think I can follow it loosely and not have to worry about, like, you know, when the episodes are coming out. So I think I might do that in the meantime, since there's no new stuff to talk about.
Or just do your opinion pieces and work in some of that Ratchet and Clank, so you have like a basis of what you want to do.
Oh yeah, but maybe
Just do talking with gameplay in the background. That way you don't have to do a whole let's play because you're gonna
Maybe.
drop off when streams goes out.
Maybe. Oh yeah, Glitch. Did you subscribe?
I think I did.
Yeah, you
I
said
think
you did
yeah,
earlier.
'cause- yeah. Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah, because no, I was just gonna say thanks.
I
'cause, yeah.
kind of imagine. I had imagined him like, Glitch, did you subscribe yet? Like, come on. Come on.
Yeah,
It's calling me up.
I'm pretty sure we're coming up on almost 3 hours now.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, real quick, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. Do you think I could have like Alexa be able to tell me what to make in Dreams, like on the spot? Like if I just ask her and then she'll tell me, and then I just make that like a series. There you go, series.
Should
question.
be like,
Is
I
there,
don't know,
is there like an
ask her to
option?
say something random.
Yeah. Here,
should be like,
hold
I don't know
on. I
what
wonder
you're
if
talking
she'll.
about.
Alexa, say something random.
Manhole
Think
covers
about
are
it.
round so they don't fall in the holes.
There you go.
Would fit into a square hole diagonally.
Make it.
What?
Tip it.
What did she just say?
I don't care. Make
Something
it.
about
Cut out a
manhole
little
covers?
bit,
She said something about manhole covers, and then
Well, there you go. Make a manhole cover in Dreams. You're done.
There
I
you
can't
go.
believe she actually said something random. That's great.
That's
you go.
awesome.
I can't. This whole device with you know, she who will not be named, it's just unbelievable. Just the stuff you can do. I think that
Dude.
Alexa, shit, crap. Alexa, no, stop.
Google just gave me, if a short psychic broke out of prison, you'd have a short, medium, at large.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
But Jared,
Yeah.
new series idea: asking Alexa what I should make in dreams. There
Yeah.
you go.
There you go.
Post
could
notes.
actually
Computers
work.
can be creative too.
I feel like that could.
Yeah.
I think that she tells you a joke in the voice of Jimmy Fallon this month when you ask her to tell you a joke. Why would you do that? That's interesting. At least that's what he tweeted. Oh, yeah, Jimmy Fallon. I mean, he's a jokester. Let's see. Alexa, tell me a joke.
Actually, my friend Jimmy Fallon wants
Oh my
to tell a
God.
joke.
Ha!
Let's give him a shot.
Oh my God. What the heck?
What?
Oh,
my
come
God.
on! I
So what
actually
do you
left
think?
it.
Should
It's
I
a
let him tell
joke.
the jokes for a few weeks?
Sure.
Okay, then you'll tell the jokes for a while. But remember, if you ever miss me, just say, I miss your jokes.
Oh God, no.
No! I actually
Sabadio,
left the call.
thank you so much for that part of the stream. That was unbelievable.
And on that bombshell.
That is great. I think we're going to end it there. I can't
All
believe
right,
that's
so-
actually a thing. That's great.
I just missed the joke completely.
What?
There
It
wasn't
dropped
much of
out right
one.
when I started.
The joke was what does a horse say to a scarecrow? And it was, hey.
Oh my god, that's the worst joke ever.
Yeah.
That's worse than a Laffy Taffy
Yeah,
joke.
it was a bad joke, but the whole fact that it's Jimmy Fallon saying it, I'll keep it going for a couple more weeks, I guess. that's
So-
pretty good.
Same
I'm
bat
reading
time,
all of
same
it.
bat channel.
Oh my gosh. What's happening?
Ending
know.
stream.
Yes.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, the stream is coming to an end.
Thank you all for watching.
Yeah, Lucid Stew for stopping in. I did subscribe, Lucid Stew, by the way. So
Yeah, I'm there.
not saying like I'm not saying that so you could like thank me. I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know. I did look at your channel, subscribe. I missed a comment by Droid40 earlier. My bad. What if they don't release beta this year? Well, people will rage, and then
If they don't release beta this year,
we'll rage for
I
like
don't
2
think-
days, and then we'll just be like, fine.
Right.
We've already learned
No.
acceptance
Yeah.
from last time.
I think the people following the project are much more. It's okay.
Yeah.
We know this project is big,
Yeah.
so we haven't hit that No Man's Sky's level of a lot of people know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there hasn't been a date
Yeah.
yet,
Yeah.
or there hasn't been a release yet, so it's all right.
Yeah.
It's just us who have gone through all the stages of grief.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yep. Anyway, Sabadio, no problem. Damn Netflix. Yeah, it's all right. Hey, man. Every Saturday, every Wednesday, we'll be doing this. The DreamsCast
Times will be posted on
podcast.
the Discord in the description.
Yes, all that. Discord, if you want to join for next time, is in the description. You can join up.
If you have any comments about subjects, please put them in the comments of the YouTube video
There you
or
go.
on Discord.
And we could talk about them next time. How crazy
I don't
would that
know if or tweet at Jared.
Yeah.
That'll do well.
be? At Just
He's
Jared.
got that in there.
Yep, that's all in there. You want to buy a shirt? I've made some shirts. I'm just kidding. I mean, I have, but you don't have to go there.
Let's see. What else can we plug in here? He has a Patreon channel, so go support him so he can get rid of his job so we don't have to do these late streams anymore.
Yeah, there you go. Get rid of my job. You know, all that stuff. That's all in the description there. And everybody else who's also in the... Wait. Didn't I put your... Yeah, no, Project Genesis is there. Where happened to all your
Yeah,
other guys'
the other
links? What
And he's not even here.
And he's not even here, dude. What? I had all your guys' links in here last time. Why'd they disappear?
YouTube is just a great service. I love YouTube.
Yes.
I can't say anything bad.
All right, well, check the description if you're watching this after the fact to check out anybody in this who's in the call. They each have their respective channels as well. They'll all be there. All right, cool. Anyway,
All right. Cool.
have a good one, everybody, and I will end the stream once again I find the button. Okay, there we go.
All right.
Peace out.